because I'm not married.
Right. I'll tell you this though, like say if with marriage, is that just a piece of paper? Because like you have like a lot of experience when it comes to relationship, good and bad, and everything. So would you say like that relationships could bring good information with somebody that are married? Because like all marriage is like a piece of paper based off of the situation.
Marriage is more than a piece of paper. Marriage is a covenant and it's an agreement. When you are just in a relationship, you're just dating somebody. You literally are just dating them. I don't care if it's 40 years y'all been together, y'all are just dating or whatever. And when your other person passes away and you're not married, you don't have that covenant, that piece of paper, all of their belongings is going to their next of kin. Whether their next of kin is their ex-wife that they never divorced, or their next of kin is their child that can't stand you, it doesn't matter. Like I'm trying to think of who. I think it was George Floyd when he was killed, and they won that big lawsuit. The girlfriend and baby mother should have got money, but she didn't because she ain't had that piece of paper. His ex-wife is the one who got all of it. She got everything. She had gave the kid something, but didn't give the kid too much. So I believe it's more than just a piece of paper. It's a covenant. It's an agreement. Like I agree to uphold a certain standard because we're together. And I get people saying, "Oh, it's just a piece of paper," because at one time I said that, and then I was like, you know what? I would like that piece of paper.
So if you were married to your ex, would that change the way that person is?
No. However, it's binding. That's the thing about it. It's binding. You have to go through processes to get out of it. If I was to marry my ex, that would be the dumbest thing. And oh God, I thank you that I didn't. Oh God, I thank you. But a marriage, that covenant is binding. It's an agreement. You can't just say, all right, I don't agree to the terms of the covenant no more. I want out. Like a relationship, you could do that.
I don't know if you can. Oh, hey y'all.
Like a relationship, you could just back out of it. Like, no, I don't like you no more. I'm out. But a marriage, you got work. It's an agreement.
Okay. So Deanna, we were talking about the difference between marriage and just a relationship, because I was asking if you are just in relationships and you have experience being in relationships, can you tell somebody like how a relationship is if they're married?
Say that one more time.
All right, so say like somebody that have experience being in a relationship. Can they give advice to married couples?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the topic is.
Yeah.
What's up?
I mean, I think so. I mean, anybody can give advice because like everybody have different experiences, and you give advice based off of what your experience is. And there's people that's been married for years that don't have any type of knowledge outside of their personal marriage. So if you got, if you're in a relationship and you're experiencing something that a married person didn't experience, then you can give advice, especially if the advice they need is to get out of that marriage.
Right. I mean, I agree. But I also said that like marriage was a piece of paper, like, or it's a sign like situation basically. Would you agree to that, or would you agree that Nika said it was a covenant? It was like a more of an oath to. That's why she's saying that is a totally different thing.
Well, it's really how you look at it. Sometimes marriage is just a piece of paper so that if you die, I get money or I get, assets or something, or a piece of paper to prove that I'm the only one, or it's a piece of paper, so that you can put me on your insurance or, whatever. But that's not what it's supposed to be. I mean, that's what I guess society made it. but it's supposed to be a covenant. When you get married to somebody, it's supposed to be more than a piece of paper. It's supposed to be more than, hey, this is just proof that I'm not going to cheat on you, or I'm not cheating on you, or this is proof that you're my favorite girl, or whatever. But it's supposed to be a covenant between two people. But and unfortunately, I think more people look at it as a piece of paper in 2025 than look at it for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I say this, like, the reason why I say that it is just a piece of paper, because everything that happens in a relationship can happen in the marriage. You can get cheated on, you can get abused, you can get all this, you can fall out of love and everything. So everything that really matters in a relationship can happen whether you're married or not.
Yeah,
that's all I'm pretty much saying.
Yeah, it does happen, but a lot of stuff shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen, period. Like,
yeah,
whether you're in a relationship or not.
Even with because that's what when Deanna was talking, I was thinking about the fact where everything's free now. Back when marriage was a covenant and looked at as something holy or whatever, people was abstaining from sexual activity. Now they just going to have sex with that one. I like your shoes. They have sex with that one. I like your mustache. They have sex. And it's all over the place. Like, you got cartoon characters doing it. It's in our classrooms. I mean, like, it's all over. Like, it's
SpongeBob? Who's doing that?
They try to make SpongeBob and Patrick.
I see that, but they were together. They were just banging each other out. They wasn't messing with nobody else. I think SpongeBob was trying to cheat with Squidward, but that didn't happen.
I ain't seen none of them episodes.
I ain't seen those episodes.
Okay,
I know.
SpongeBob, so
there was some controversy with them trying to make SpongeBob broken wrist. So yeah, but like, because everything is free now, and people have this this idea that sex comes with no strings attached, lie, because strings are attached with sexual activity. And even it's not. I'm not even talking about on a biblical standpoint, on a scientific standpoint, and biological standpoint. There are things that happen in your body when you cohabitate together, and then there's no strings attached. I'm gonna have this one night stand, and then you get your feelings hurt when they don't call you back. Like, I've been texting them all day. Yeah, but you did something, and that's why marriage used to be considered holy, because the bedroom used to be undefiled. But now everybody doing everything, and they recording it and putting it on channels.
Yeah. The name of them channels.
Pornhub, Corn
video.
Corn.
Cornhub. Yeah, I forgot. Cornhub.
Cornhub. Okay.
But when did that change then? When did marriage change from one to another?
I'm listen. I have this thing against the women empowerment movement, because that's what, in my opinion, it destroyed the Black home. It destroyed the feel of community, and it over-sexualized women, where they thought, well, I could just go and do this because I'm woman, hear me roar. And it's like, that's not the only thing, but I believe, like, in the 70s during the women empowerment movement, that kind of destroyed American society.
Really?
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So during biblical terms, were they doing the same rituals and the same oaths like when they were married then too, compared to hundreds and hundreds of years afterwards? Or was it the cycle that like switched it up to how it is now?
In the Bible, they didn't have insurance policies. I can tell you that. If you die, it just goes to your eldest son. Your wife goes to the eldest son too. But in the Bible days, it was a completely different system, or where they didn't have an actual you have to go to the court and get a marriage license. they did a ceremony and then they cohabitated. They made whoopee or whatever, and there you go. Y'all married. Y'all together forever. You know, like that's kind of how they did it in the Bible days. And that's why the Bible says that would you become one with a harlot? Would you cohabitate with a prostitute or whatever? Because you become one with them. And the Bible tells us not to become one with a whole bunch of people or whatever. And that's why that's considered holy. And now that people are becoming one with a bunch of different people, it's just becoming a problem. So I would say in the Bible time, it was different. Now you fast forward to like the 1500s where men were trying men and animals and stuff like that. The 1500s kind of was jacked up a little bit.
Well, weren't men trying men back in biblical terms too? That's why he had to wipe out the entire city.
Oh yeah, but we was dealing with a different God back then. I mean, it's the same God, but his wrath was a lot different.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, they tried it, and then the city got wiped out. I think as the years, decades, or whatever went on, we started getting numb to those things. Like, you know, like when you get away with it, like, okay, God didn't do nothing to me, or God didn't do nothing, you know, or nothing happened, or you know, whatever. Because like even when you talk about harlots and stuff in the Bible, I mean, it's like, yeah, they talked about them, so yeah, they did exist. But a harlot in the Bible that was as rare as it was, that, you know, it was rare enough to get pointed out, like, okay, that's a harlot, this is how you treat, you know, whatever. But a harlot in the Bible don't got no more bodies on them than a regular church going girl in 2025. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just so normal. And that's not even like, you would think that you compare a harlot in the Bible to a hoe in 2025. No, like the harlots in the Bible got the same amount of bodies as good Christian women in 2025. In my opinion. But like what I'm saying is, y'all looking at me crazy. But what I'm saying is like we just got so numb to the things that was like just outlandish, you know, back then, as the time, you know, as the years went on.
But do you think that's a good thing though? Like, as in, like, we just, do you think that's a good thing that we're like,
wait, what happened?
Not gonna, can you hear me? You get me?
Okay, I hear you now.
Oh.
I think maybe.
Do you think that's like a good thing that we're so-called evolving or changing up? Because back in the day, like certain stuff that was going on back in the day, we can't survive today.
Reason why I don't think it's a good thing is because you see how the home is broken. Like the home is, I mean, like it's ridiculous now where 12-year-olds is too young to pick up their children from school. You know, like it's like crazy. It's crazy. And even with the harlot thing, like nowadays prostitution, tricking is the norm. And they have people promoting it on social media. Like, if he ain't got a bag, if he ain't giving you a bag, don't give him your number. So to give a guy your number, he gotta give you money. Like that for me, that's stupid. Like, no. And I dare Buddy to ever give a female money for her number. Because, like, and I take it personal. Now, like, they call me a pick-me. I'm okay with being called a pick-me or whatever, because right is right. That's tricking. That's tricking. Like, oh, I don't talk to you unless you buy my shoes or you buy me this. That's tricking. You know, and this is acceptable now. You know, people look at it like, oh, well, that's how women are, and that's not true. Honorable women are not like that.
So what would you consider an honorable woman?
A woman that upholds the standard. Like, my thing is, I look at people as humans. For instance, y'all know I'm single or whatever. I feel bad wasting somebody's time. If I know I don't like them, I'm not going to waste their time. You know, I don't care if they say, hey, I could take you out to dinner. I don't care if I'm hungry. I don't want him to spend his money knowing that I'm not going to call him after the date. You know, I mean, that sounds crazy, but I honor the person and I respect their time. That I don't want them to think that there's something when there's nothing. You know, so I think an honorable woman is a woman that upholds the standard and treat people like humans.
So how you feel about that, Deanna?
Maybe she froze.
I think she's froze.
I think she's frozen. But she's moving.
She's moving, yeah. But I'm not sure.
Can you hear D? Okay, I don't think she can hear.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you this though. Like I do agree, like I agree with what you're saying basically. But like today I teach women if they're gonna use you for sex, use it for money. I know it's the wrong. I'm a life coach. I'm a life coach myself now. But like I understand men, because I have conversations with men all the time. They talk about y'all disrespectfully. Like they say certain stuff like, oh, like person got a fat butt and all this. My bad, 1 second. So I do agree with you when it comes to like upholding the standard and understanding like your role and understanding like how to treat other people like humans and all that. But these days, men are not treating y'all like humans either. So it's gonna come to a point where if y'all gonna have to use them for money because they're using y'all for sex, it is what it is now. And I know it sounds weird, but I do teach people that if you're gonna get used, use them.
And see, I understand that concept because my thing is, if you're tricking, you're tricking. You know, if you're gonna do it, get paid. You know, like matter of fact, you might as well just go ahead and do it on video and get $2,000 or $3,000. I mean, you might as well because you doing it for $40. Too
much, Nika. You always go too far.
But it's the truth, though.
I was with you until you said that.
But mind you,
no, it's the truth, though.
I do kind of agree with what she was saying about like making it a video and then making money off of it because they're doing it for free.
Yep,
they're sending
videos for free. Yep, they sure is.
Like, so it's gonna come to a point where if you are going to like expose yourself like that, try to figure out how to make money off of it because you know you're gonna be used at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the thing is, I believe that both parties where you are using each other, and it's not everybody. I like to say that all the time because a lot of time people say everybody. I know Deanna was saying that the average church girl got a lot of body. I was like, no, not all. Not all.
Nobody said all of them.
The average one.
The average.
Yeah. Now I get you because I have had conversation with women who want to be counseled. And, well, you know, I gotta try the cow before I get the milk.
Mm-hmm.
But you preached last week. How you gonna tell somebody? But they do.
Gotta try the cow to get the milk. You gotta try the milk to get the cow. Which one?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She want the beef before she get the milk. You know what I mean?
She want the meat, yeah.
She want the beef. Okay.
But are y'all okay with me bringing other people on?
Yeah.
Okay. No?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We good.
We good. Right. I told you I was on a podcast this morning.
All right.
You was?
The same people, DJ Preach and live show radio.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I used the whole church girl reference because I didn't want to say like, oh, a harlot got as many bodies as, you know, a hoe or Cardi B or somebody like that, like a rapper. But like, no, the people that you know, consider to be good girls, the people that you consider to have less bodies than, you know, you know, like
Yeah.
that's how many bodies these harlots that were called out in the Bible had. You
And
see what I'm
some of
saying?
them go to the same church.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
sit next to the deacon that they spend the night with the night before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And
hey,
the thing
how
is,
you doing?
back
The
in the
deacon with
day,
his
like
wife.
you would think you get, you know, you get stoned for something like that. Now you good. Matter of fact, if you ain't sleeping with a whole bunch of people, they either think you gay or something wrong with you.
I promise you, there was a guy that I didn't really like him, but he was cute. But he was a little bit concerned that I was 43 with no kids. He's like, is something wrong with you? I'm like, I'm not married. I'm not trying to have no baby daddy. Yeah, but you should have at least some. Like, there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Well, I did tell
become a norm. Like Deanna was saying, it become a norm.
Like, people did question my sexuality because I didn't have any kids too. And then I cussed them out or whatever. But like, they at the end of the day, whatever, I do understand what you're saying, because like today you need to have a kid to be called heterosexual now for some reason.
Yeah. Or
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, or you need to have a kid to prove that you were born the sex that you're trying to say you are.
Boom. I was about to say that. Mind you, I did that one time too. Because somebody tried to hit me up and all that. So I had to check their child pictures and like if they have any children and all that, simply because you can't tell the difference between a man and a woman, because there's so many people that are questionable.
Yeah.
And plus there's so many people that is like so many women that's kind of looking tough. I don't want to say,
yo,
but there's so many people like that's so confusing to a point where like you really don't understand who you're talking to anymore. You don't trust them because of their image anymore.
Yeah. And that's why, like, honestly, if I actually like somebody, when I see them in person, I don't wear no makeup. I usually have a wig on because what's usually going on underneath the wig ain't. But I try to go so that they see that I am like a real person, because like it's so much plastic out there that you don't know who is real and who's not. You know, like, and then with the AI thing, like there's people that think that their AI photographs look like them.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I had did a couple of those AI things and I was cracking up. Only thing they got right was my nose. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
man, people be sending me back like when they be posting those AI pictures to them, and then people be like, "Oh, you look good" and stuff. They be like, "Thank you." It's like, no, you don't. Like that's like that looks like they really be thinking they, you know, did something when they get compliments on their AI, you know, pictures.
5 or 6 filters and all that. Like I see some people that have their profile picture as them. And like I'm looking like, yo, that's not you. We can't tell. Like we can't tell who that is. It's just a cartoon character. Why are you saying the image of a lie right away? Like people like if they see that AI and then they see you, they're gonna be disappointed to the point where they're not gonna trust you with anything else that you're doing. So why are you putting that stuff out there? Whatever. Like that's who you truly are.
Yeah, and that's why even with like when I go live. I'm like, now sometimes I do go live with makeup on, but it's usually like after church or whatever. But most of the time, just like how I look right now, this is how I do my lives. And because the thing is, like, I want people to see me or whatever, not the made up. Like I got a little bit of skills with makeup or whatever, and I could make my face look a lot thinner than what it is. But that's the thing. Like these people, like they're contouring their self and they're doing all this work, and they're no longer who they are. And then when they look in the mirror, they think that they are who they look at.
But they don't want to look in the mirror at all. Because they focus so much on like what they put on social media and all that, to a point where if they see their real face, they know that they're lying.
Yeah.
That's like totally messed up, because now it's gonna come to a point where there's gonna be a lot of hidden images all over the place. Like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, and I think that's why when it comes to dating, like the whole online dating things.
Mhm.
To me, it's just like fantasy. It's just fantasy because in all reality, like even this one guy, I don't know if I ever told you the story about when I was catfished or whatever. Deanna might remember. I did.
Then you told me it was on one of your TikToks. It was one of the other.
Okay, I was talking to
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
Marcus, remember Marcus?
Yep.
Yeah, for a long time, and then Marcus died, was killed or something, and his picture
He
was
killed
all
himself.
over the news. He killed himself. Yep, picture all over the news, and I was heartbroken. I'm like, oh my god! Next thing you know, Marcus done changed his profile picture to some other guy. I'm like, who the mess is this?
Wow.
That's not Marcus. He been using somebody else's picture the whole couple of years that I've been communicating with him. So when he died, I'm like, Negro. Like,
Wow.
really?
It might have been his spirit though. The AI probably jumped off, like, and became a real person.
It was a completely different. I got so mad I unfriended him. I just unfriended him.
It was a completely different person. And
Oh,
he was dating some rapper that broke his heart. The guy was dating a female rapper because the girl is famous, but yeah, the girl broke his heart, so he live streamed his own, well, yeah, I don't want to say it, but live stream, yeah. So it was him that actually took himself out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the person that you was talking to.
That's
Well,
the picture of the person
Picture
that
of
I
the
was
person.
talking to
Yeah.
for a couple of years
Yeah, I mean,
to find out that it was not the person that I was talking to.
how can you tell if somebody's being catfish or not though?
You really now it's a lot easier now because all you gotta do is look at the tagged photos. The tagged photos will tell the truth. But back then on Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that, you only see what they post really or what they want you to see. Now, like anybody could tag anybody in, well, not anybody, but like Deanna could tag me in something from 1984 or whatever. You could tag me for, and that's how you really know, like, okay, yeah, she was born a female because there's a picture of her and her sister and they do kind of resemble her, But to be honest, that's why I said, like, with online dating, it really is just it's a gamble. It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
So speaking of online dating, do you think that was one of the biggest reasons why marriage is so messed up now?
No, because the only thing that online dating can do to mess up a marriage, the person was going to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a lot easier now though. So like, say all I have to do is message one person right now, whatever, and it's a conversation right there. Because back in the day, like we barely had telephones. Like we couldn't go out. We couldn't go out and just meet up with somebody, whatever. We could just get the address. We had to interact with that person right then and there.
It's in the refrigerator. I'm sorry.
So,
it's in the refrigerator on the bottom shelf.
So like right now, like if I felt like if I'm going through something with my girlfriend or whatever, and I felt like, oh, I just want to talk to somebody, whatever, I could just hit somebody up in an instant instead of actually going out. But back in the day, we had to argue. Like we had to legit fight, whatever, and like the person had to storm out, whatever, and try to figure out what they're gonna do with that, like with their time, basically. But now it's just so easy.
You go ahead, D.
But do you think it's? Oh,
no.
Okay, but do you think it's access to social media or online, or do you think it's a mentality that somebody who's going to cheat is going to cheat anyway? Because just how having access to other people online might make it easier to cheat. Also, having like access to online, like make it easier to get caught. Like if you were to go out and cheat or meet somebody in a bar and say, "Hey, honey, I'm working late," ain't nobody gonna track that online. But like if you contact somebody online or somebody, you know, look like they a little bit too invested in your pictures and stuff like that, you know, it makes it harder just as well as it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it really if a person want to cheat, they're gonna cheat and they're gonna find a way to cheat. You know, whether they're online or not. I know some people who don't use social media, but they dogs. Or Lord forgive me, I'll say they're delivered dogs, you know, because they saved now.
Dogs.
So yeah, but that's why I was like, let me repent and bring it back. But they still got some cheating ways or whatever, and they don't even need social media because they'll go to the gas station and see a young lady at the gas station and exchange numbers. You know, so if their heart posture isn't pure, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
And
I feel it. But before we go, I like what's up, guys? I know y'all just came in and all that.
How's it going?
How y'all doing? Yeah, so we were talking about like relationships, marriage, and what's the difference between marriage and like just a regular relationship, and we just finished talking about like was social media the detriment of the current relationship today, basically. So if y'all want to jump in, talk about whatever y'all opinions is, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Now I would just like to catch back up on to see what they was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh. But yeah, some of the biggest dogs, in my opinion, don't even have social media because they can't creep right if they have social media. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're just gonna be like a socialite and you're gonna go to different bars and meet different women and you just like that's what you do and you're okay with people knowing that, then yeah, you're gonna put it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is you have. But if you telling any of these girls that they're your only girl, you don't got no Facebook, you don't got no, you know, Snapchat, none of that. Well, you might have Snapchat. I don't know how that works.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that a little bit. I definitely do. I definitely agree with that a little bit because I see like a lot of people that do cheat that don't have a Facebook simply because they would get caught a lot easier. So I do see what you're saying, basically. But I'm saying overall, it's like easier access to get in touch with somebody so they can cheat. Back in the day, you had to travel. You had to like actually get to know certain people to do whatever you had to do, basically. So like I definitely agree with you saying.
Real people do that without social media. Real people get to know people. Real people, because the thing is, the only people that's only cheating or only dating people on social media, I mean, you know, they go to work every day, but nobody like them at work when they see their real personality, when they see them without the filters, when they, you know. So like wherever you go, like if you go to the Food Lion, you see what I'm saying? Like if people want to try to holler at you, they're gonna try to holler at you. Like real people really meet and hook up with people outside of social media.
I feel that.
Now there are a lot more options on social media because like you got, and now that Facebook and Instagram, they paying people, so people are trying to get likes and they're trying to get people to come to them and they're trying to draw people in or whatever. So you do have a bigger option, you know, even if you want to travel, you know, people go all the way to other states to cheat. You know, like I met this girl in Miami, I'm gonna go to Miami. Or even females, they get flew out to Cali or whatever just to cheat, you know. So I do see what Arturo is saying or whatever, because you do have more of an option when you on social media. Right.
And that's all I'm saying. I do agree with what like you were saying, Deanna, but I'm just saying it's just more of an option. That's about it, basically. So like you can, like it's easier to get accepted if you're just hitting somebody up through inboxes because it's easier to lie as well. So that's all I'm saying, basically.
Yeah. No, and I get what you're saying. I think I'm kind of old school when it comes to that. Like what I see on social media, like it's not real. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's not real. So if you're looking for just like, I guess to hook up with somebody that's popular or something like that, then yeah, you find that hookup on social media. But But I don't know. I guess that's just me.
Well, yeah.
But the options are there. I mean, if that's what you want, the options are there, and there is more than, like if you live in a town like St. Stephen or something like that, then you only got two people with all their teeth.
If not your cousins, you got your cousins to be dealing with.
And family, yeah. Yeah.
Like, look, man, we don't people here, so let's just get it in.
Oh God.
But also,
really? Wait a minute.
No, I didn't do that. That's why I left. Just in case it happened.
That's what's up.
No, but yeah.
Look, that's why I'm still single in St. Stephen.
Right. I'm happy. I'm happy you are, because
yeah. You got to find out whose family.
So basically, like, do y'all have an opinion, business coach Quilla and logical gentlemen? How y'all doing today?
Hey, I'm blessed.
Well, doing well.
Okay.
My opinion on the social media versus outside of social media, men dating, cheating or whatever. I mean, I'm not basing it on population. I'm just basing it on my experience. I don't care where men at, they gonna cheat regardless. Social media, if they want to cheat, they want to be a dog, they gonna be a dog any type of way because they can't help themselves.
What about the women though?
Hey, y'all said men, so
See,
y'all said men. Now,
Look,
women on a women point of view, I feel like some men cheat stupidly though. Very stupid. Like when they cheat stupid. They don't have a backup plan. They don't think ahead of time. Men will cheat with somebody in the same neighborhood or right around the corner. The men cheat next door if they can. A woman will go outside if she want to cheat for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real. If you're gonna be one of them type, you might as well. I prefer, if a man gonna cheat, don't cheat with nobody around. But they do. They do. And one of them did cheat on social media. I had my son's father, he was married and I didn't know, and he was on social media, lied about his whole little life. I didn't know until I got pregnant. I was like, 3 months pregnant maybe when I found out he had a wife, and he ended up sending a picture, and somehow she seen it too. I don't know if it was like a Google account, but she seen it. He sent it to me, and she was like, who the F is Keela? And I'm like, I'm his girlfriend. And then she like, well, bitch, I'm his wife. Like, hey, I'm pregnant now. I'm like, I said, you might want to tell him to give me the money for an abortion or somebody said like that, but it's just the way it happened, because I didn't know anything about her. I was told I was his girlfriend. He on social media with this, bringing his child and everything around, so I done seen the worst when it comes to me and cheating. I done had a man to take me to his house, and I didn't even know he had a woman that stayed there until I see pictures on the wall.
Damn.
So men gonna cheat, however, they gonna lie. If they want it, so they gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that goes for both men and women, which is why I didn't say anything about women. I feel like social media is rather new when it comes to or as far as cheating is concerned, because cheating has been cheating since people been people, right? So social media does give you the options. Like for me, I live in California. I'm from LA. I live in Orange County right now, or Orange County, California, because I know there's multiple Orange counties. But there's a plethora of people out here. I literally in my building, there's 500 units, and then the next is another 500. I can cheat tomorrow and not see the same person for the next year, because there's just so many people that live in the area or even in here. I will say, if someone wants to cheat, it don't matter if social media it was over tomorrow. They're gonna find a way to cheat. People go to work, there's a Desire or D, one of you guys mentioned. I mean, that's just it. The urge for something new is going to take over. Whatever obstacle is in the way, we're going to figure out a way to move it to get what we want.
I feel you. I definitely agree. We've been cheating since day one, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like an easier access. So you from LA, you could cheat with somebody from Alabama right now just by hitting them up. You don't have to travel there to do certain stuff, whatever. You could just hit them up right away or whatever, and get to know them, and then meet up, wherever. So I'm not saying cheating is like new. I'm just saying that at the moment.
Yeah. I think that also. Are we talking? Okay, I don't want to. Okay, so now I guess I gotta ask, what you consider cheating? Are we talking about just getting physical? Or are we talking?
If you have to sneak with anything like even if it's a conversation, if you have to go out to if you want to go out to eat, just have an intimate moment with that person. It don't have to be sexual. It don't have to be anything.
Okay, well then, yeah. I mean, people cheat every day. Then
anything that your partner would oppose to,
right,
is cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well then, yeah. People cheating every day, and social media just makes it easier at that point. Especially if you don't have to be side by side. You could just be FaceTiming or do the little whatever they do these days, Snapchat and all that other. Right. I say like I'm old.
Yeah.
So, what about with women though? Do you think it's like more detrimental for women to be on social media simply because it's easier access for them to cheat?
I mean, okay, so if that is the case, then I would probably say that women are cheating more because, again, if that's what we're saying, because I feel like even though women say they post for themselves, there's still a validation factor that comes from posting a picture and getting 100, 200. Like, if that were the case, then why not make your page private and just put that in your close friends or something like that, right? I'm not saying like that's what I prefer, but if we're saying that cheating could be anything that your partner wouldn't want you to do or wouldn't like, then getting those comments, getting those likes, posting pictures of whatever, maybe you got a little cleavage going on and it's shined up a little bit, and men were visual creatures.
A little bit.
So while it may look innocent, in your mind, it's like, okay, what are you posting this for? Because if you're posting it for me, if I'm following you on social media, you could just send that to my phone,
right?
And we good to go. But for that, men are always going to be looking for something new. I'm scrolling yesterday and I was like, ooh, I like that, right? We always going to be looking for to like fill some type of like void. Like, let's just say right now my girlfriend is out the country, or that don't mean I don't want nothing. So I'll just keep scrolling. I didn't cheat. Like, I didn't physically do anything. That's why I asked before, like, what's cheating? But, if we talking about you don't have to meet them physically, you don't have to actually be side by side with them. All you got to do is like a picture because you lusting for that. So, yeah.
But okay, would you say porn is cheating too then? That's the case?
If we going based off of whatever your partner, whatever you have to sneak and do that your partner wouldn't approve of, then yeah, I'd be cheating too. Because you looking at somebody else's body and not your wife's or not your girl or whoever you date, So yeah, that could be considered cheating too. Now, if the wife or your partner or whoever don't care about that, but then that's different. Then I guess that's not cheating because y'all have some type of understanding. But only in your mind what you watching and why you watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I could say, yeah, watching porn is cool, but if you looking at that man because you like that man now, I would never know that. But I'm not gonna look through your history either because I might be offended. but at the end of the day, watching porn could be considered cheating too.
Question: did you say that if a woman like put a picture up there with her cleavage or something showing and she has a man, you consider that cheating? I mean, you consider that?
No. So I was asking what is considered cheating, and so yeah, what is considered cheating? And if it's not only physical, like we have to smash. And if it's only something that your partner or whoever you're dating does not want you to do and you sneaking around to do it, then it could be, because if you're posting stuff that is going to attract another person and is going to invite them in to be lustful to you, why would you do that? That if you know I don't like you wearing strapless tops or whatever the case may be, and you got your shoulder, your shit's all sliding down, and you looking good and you nice, and then it's like, okay, if you already know I got an issue with that, why are you posting that? That's now your intention may not be to cheat, but again, if we're talking about it's just something that your partner don't want you to do, only you know why you posting that. You can say it's for yourself. That's why I said women say they post for themselves. However, why your page ain't private then? Why do you have 40,000 followers? Why are you allowing these people to even see you like that? Like, for me, I don't give a damn. That's me though. But we just talking about based on what. That's why I asked earlier, what is cheating? Because I may not see that as cheating. I may be like, yeah, that's my girl. All your followers are in Kansas. I live in California. Are you going to Kansas anytime soon? No, then I don't give a. That's cool. Go ahead, you do that. But these ain't my rules. So I'm just going based off of what was said before.
That's the point that I wanted to jump in on about the women posting or whatever and say that, oh, it's for myself. And I am one that I would tell y'all, like, I am single, so I could post whatever I want. I don't post nothing provocative or whatever. But sometimes my junk a little low cut or whatever. I'll admit that or whatever. It's not too bad, but sometimes it's a little bit much or whatever. But I do it for likes, and I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But if your man says, and I'm gonna tell you why I do it for likes. I get paid through Facebook. So with every like that I get paid. Every comment, I get paid. The more likes, more comments, the more I get paid. Oh, whatever. That's kind of tricky, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But the women who post and their man is opposed to it, that's where it crosses the line. If I was in a relationship and my man say, look, I don't like you wearing that online. You got too much showing. Can you not post those type of pictures or whatever? Out of respect for him, I'm like, all right, what I'm doing is making him uncomfortable, so I can't do it no more. And that's having respect in the relationship. If she continues to do it, that means she don't respect the relationship, and she don't respect her man. That means homie need a new woman. I hate to say it like that, but I mean, I don't know how much future they can have if she could do something that's going to upset him, and she's okay with him being upset. There's an issue there. There's a completely different issue there.
But you don't have to worry about that because you're single, so you good.
I'm good.
So would you do that if you actually had a man though?
The thing is, my pictures aren't bad or whatever, but I do have a lot of weirdos following me from like different groups and stuff like that. I don't know none of these people. They keep my page live. They comment. They like stuff from 2012. I'm fine with it. Like all that you want to like, as long as I get the check at the end of the month, I'm good.
My question is, I'm sorry.
But if I was in a relationship and he was uncomfortable with that, I would, because my page is public. I would make my page private, like Logical Gentleman said. I would make my page private to respect him.
Yeah. So I'm glad you said that too. That you get paid from Facebook too, and a lot of the girls or the women, they get paid from Instagram too. And now that's their job. Like they're quote unquote, they're influencers, even though they ain't got no deals and nothing. They, it don't matter, right? They getting paid for it. So sometimes that becomes an excuse too. It's like, oh, well, I'm getting paid. Okay, but but you were posting these before you were getting paid anyway. So it's like, let's not act like people don't post shit for free, right? Like we on here for free, right? So yeah, I mean, I've heard that before too. Like there are, especially being from a big city like Los Angeles, there's every restaurant you walk in, there's somebody taking a video, taking a picture with their phone, taking pictures of the food before they eat it. Everybody was looking for some type of like validation for whatever it is. And some of them do get paid. Like I get that. That's cool too. But I feel like a lot of them be single though. I feel like a lot of them be single. I'm be honest with you. So I met this girl through a friend group. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Beautiful. And we actually went out a few times. And let me tell you, my patience when it comes to stuff like that is like, because I'm old school. I like to go out just and put my phone away and enjoy the time. Like if I don't get a picture, that's cool. If I want to go, you know, I got memories until I don't. But outside of that, if I want to go back, I'll go back. Like, oh, let's run that back. Let's do that again. Right. But this woman want to take a picture of every damn thing. The rocks, the walls, the tablecloth, the shoes. Like, I'm like, damn. And like, even when we walking in, like it was like this is this big hotel. We had like a little restaurant in there. But she was like, oh, this is a nice, like, what do you call it? Like a nice, like opening. Give me a picture or a video going through the, and I'm like, bro, that could take so much time. Like you can't even enjoy yourself. I'm like walking and talking and she see like, oh, a flower, look. And I'm like, damn, like that shit irritates me. So it don't matter how beautiful you are. I may tolerate it for a little bit, but then I'm like, all right, like this is all she want to do is go out to take pictures. I don't even know if she really actually like me.
And I've noticed that when it comes to a lot of women, because I've been on a few dates where they just took a bunch of pictures of everything. So is it because like women like look for validation outside of themselves now, or is it just because?
Oh,
yeah,
I believe so. And I forget the reason why I even said I think they're single is because a lot of men, we're really, really simple when it comes to shit. If we want to see you, we want to see you. We don't care about your phone or nothing else. We just want the, you know, the attention. If I'm taking the time out of my day and I know I'm going to pay, right? Like that's right. Like, why would you not give me the attention?
right.
If you are still checking your likes, checking your feed or whatever, scrolling through, watching cat videos or something while we on the date, then like I'm done. I'd rather just see you on social media. Like
Right.
I'd rather watch you take videos of food that I didn't pay for or time I didn't waste.
Thanks. And I tell
So yeah, I feel like a lot of guys be seeing that. They be like, yeah, I do want to date her. But then when they finally get her off of social media and get into her world, they see like it's still social media. Like all you did was remove her from the phone and now you got her in your face.
The
Facts.
question, like, did you, could you mention it to her in a sly way? You know what I'm saying? But she wouldn't feel offended. I believe you probably could have said something, you know what I'm saying, to her, like, to ask her.
No. So what I asked was what type of filter she was using.
What kind of filter she was using.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know how when you take the picture, you want to like brighten it up or do all the edit and shit. Like I could tell that's what she was doing. So I was just like, oh, what type of filter do you use? And she was like, oh, and like really she didn't get it.
I wouldn't have got it.
So yeah, I should have been like, yo, can you? But it's all good. Like I know for me, this is just me. I don't know if this is anybody else. I'll let you have enough rope to hang yourself. Like if I have to tell you to give me the attention, that's kind of weird, right? Like we out on a date. Imagine this. Imagine you out with a guy that you was paying for, which probably don't happen, right? But imagine you take the guy out and he like, oh yeah, watching sports bets and like trying to keep up with football games and shit. You like, bro, like I'm out spending my time. I got dressed. I'm about to pay for your meal or whatever we doing activities, and you got to tell me, hey, fuck the game, pay attention to me. That's a little weird, right? You would think you wouldn't have to do that. So,
Especially if you invited that person out, paying for everything, and now you have to tell them, hey, look, I'm here.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, and I noticed that like because like I've been there was some lady that I was dating. Like there was only one date that I had with her because she stayed on the phone. This was when MySpace was popping off. So I mean, that's how.
Oh yeah.
But she was showing me everything on MySpace. She was like doing posts back and forth to the point where she forgot that we even went out on a date. That's how.
Hell no.
That's
Hell no.
Like the next day or whatever, she was saying, "Who is this?" I'm looking like, "Yo, are you serious,
Bruh, what?"
like, so it comes to a point where like they put social media over whoever they're dating, over their job and all that. It's being a problem within society now because
that's how it's seen.
Other people outside of themselves. That's why I keep saying Like we have to take them phones out because social media is like very damaging to the relationships today, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this real quick. I feel like you usually lose them how you get them. It's almost like going to the club looking for love, right? You met her in the club and she there, and the bartenders know her, the bouncers know her. She's a frequent club goer, and it would kind of be ridiculous of you to even get with her and think that, and ask or expect her to change her ways. That's especially at 38. I'll be 39 this month. Especially at this age, like if she out there, clubbing and bumping up until a certain time, yeah, that's her, and that's probably her outlet, which she needs to have. That's cool. So I say that to say, if you meet her on social media and that's where you see her page, she got 1,000 pictures and she's standing by Ferraris, bro. That's the lifestyle that she wants to live. And if you with her, you better be able to hold the phone for her. That's just what it is. So me personally, I use social media for a little bit of lust and a little bit of information every now and then. But will I take them off social media? Nope. I leave them right where they are. Them Insta baddies can be bad on Instagram.
Yep. And that's how I feel too, like with the online dating. Like I said before, it's a fantasy. Everybody's selling a story. Everybody's selling something. Like they don't tell the complete story. Even like the couple, they'll post all these beautiful pictures of them together, but they're not letting you know that they got these other issues. He cheating, she cheating, they beating each other up. They don't show all that stuff. So social media really just shows a story. It's a fairy tale. Like. And I keep it 100. Like on my page, people don't know if they don't know nothing about me because I just keep it that way. Like I'm like a mystery, Like now when I do my lives, I'm usually transparent. But like my posts, you don't know what to think. But I keep it that way because I want everybody to not know, and that's what a lot of people do. They
for sure
selling a story. They're selling a mystery.
So would it make sense? Would it make sense to take anything off of social media serious? Like, does it make sense to seriously look for a relationship on, social media, or seriously look for, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, even if you see something that you like on social media and then you exchange numbers and then you whatever, like how serious can you take that?
I haven't. So yes, or yes and no, I will say, because I do believe that there are people who genuinely don't have the time to be out and about, or they want to, maybe this is like new for them, right? Online dating is new for them. So there are some people and some sites that kind of, facilitate that. Like, okay, maybe like careerpeople.com or whatever the case may be, right? And maybe you can find your little doctor, little lawyer, little physician, who knows, right? But I think that social media sells us like an illusion of options. And I say that, and I'll use myself, right? When I joined Hinge, or that site, we ain't getting paid to say that. So when I was on a dating app, I was 6 feet tall. Which I'm not. No, I'm joking. So I felt like I was overwhelmed with messages. It was like, they see the picture or they read the bio or whatever the case may be, and you get hit up. And what I found was I was turning into a serial dater. So even though I was getting all these options and the women were beautiful and everything was cool, they were all local or at least within like 100 miles. I found that it was really hard, to move a lot of them off of social media, because some women are just like, they want to get to know you a little more, whatever that means, before they exchange, before they give you the number. But it's like, if we all here to do whatever, like let's kind of move along. You know what I mean? It's taking like 4 months to even get a phone number. It's like, but the reason why is because after I hit her up, there's 100 other dudes hitting her up. If my inbox got 40 messages, I've seen women's inbox is crazy. So if I'm dealing with that, I know it's exhausting for them. If I had to limit the amount of numbers I took from that damn place, because I'm like, I can't date everybody. It's hard to have a meaningful conversation with 40 different women. It's too much. So while I was on there for almost 2.5 years, I was like, damn, I could have just went outside. I could have just opened my door and met somebody at a gas station, met him at the grocery store or something like that. Would have been a little more genuine. Even though for some of those messages, we were hitting it off. It was quick. It was like boom, boom, cool, cool. But then once you get the numbers, like it starts, something happened. It starts to like slow down. Maybe they gave a number to somebody else. Maybe the ex-boyfriend who's not on the apps hit them back up. And it's like, damn, what did I do with 2.5 years of my time? I felt like I was pushing away good people in my life that I was like immediate. That was immediate for what I thought I had on the dating apps. And some of this shit seems so promising. Like, yeah, look, I would have never met this woman a day in my life had I not been on this app. But the problem is, it usually doesn't amount to anything. Out of all the messages and all the likes and all the flowers or roses, whatever they give on them sites, I went on 5 dates, and the rest of that time was a waste. And as Desire was saying, that shit only shows what they want. I done went on some of these dates, and I'm halfway through the meal, and we finding out she got 3 kids, and she's new to California, and where the hell the baby daddy at? So I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. That's $50 out the window. Arby's is now, and I'm okay. Anyway, yeah, social media presents an illusion of options. Then, like Desire said, she don't believe some of this shit ain't even real. And yeah, it's hard to date on social or with social media now if that's what you're gonna use to date.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like on these dating sites and stuff. Like everybody is like a used car salesman. They're gonna put their best face forward, their best foot forward, and try to get their product sold. I mean, it's different. It's different in real life when you see somebody at your favorite restaurant, over a course of a couple of months, and it's like, hey, let me talk to her. Or you see somebody at the library. You're like, oh, because they're not selling anything. You see what I'm saying? They're just there. They're just themselves. I mean, if you happen to see them with a kid, it's like, okay, they got a kid. Could I deal with that? Could I, But yeah, people, when people go on these dating websites, when people do their profiles on Facebook and stuff like that, and they're trying to sell themselves, they're trying to, find a match, and they're trying to, you're not gonna see the things that you want to see to know whether or not you want to, move forward.
Yeah. The last relationship that for those of you who don't know, I was on the Culture Shock a few weeks ago. Talk about my last relationship that I came from Facebook. So I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. 5 years. I was in a relationship for 5 years, but he was not in a relationship for 5 years. But I learned that people are literally selling the image that they want to be, not who they really are. Yeah. In real life, he was a monster. But on Facebook, and even after we broke up, like the women love him. And I'm like, bro, Negro crazy. Like straight up crazy.
Well,
but
even on Facebook, he might not have been a monster, but he was a gremlin. He was a Furby or something. He wasn't a wanted.
He was a Labubu.
Yeah. He might not have been a monster, but he was something. You put a little water on him, he's gonna show you something.
Oh yeah. But see, the thing is, on Facebook, he has an image, and everybody think he's one way, but in reality, they didn't know the hell that I was living. While we were together, they would hit him up trying to get with him, and I'm like, take him. Please take them. I beg of you, So it's like Deanna was saying, D was saying, logical gentleman. I'm sorry, I don't got no glasses on, but I was gonna say local gentleman. But like they were saying, like people are putting their best foot, and I even saying with myself, like my sister got pictures of me with nobody else gonna see them pictures. You know, she might tag me in them. You got them tagged on my Facebook. Yes.
I'm about to say you might want to specify that in 2025.
Yeah. Nah, it was an old picture.
Okay.
But like I'm putting my best foot forward because I want people to see Desire. I don't want people to see Shanika. Like Shanika's like that NIGGA, you know, like I'm that you know, I'm that you know, and I want people to see the feminine person. But in reality, like I'll square up with a Negro in a heartbeat. You know? So yeah, like they selling the story. And they just wait for a fool to buy it.
I feel like with social media, like I agree with you too. It's kind of hard to base your opinion or, you know, to meet somebody off social media. I've done it. I married one. I divorced them. So
congratulations.
Hey,
congratulations.
I know that's right. Congratulations. Well, yeah, but anyways, I've been through. Like I said, that's how I met my baby father. Social media. I shouldn't have never done it. But my last relationship, I've been in it for 3 years. I ain't meet him off social media. I prefer, you know what I'm saying, to meet somebody in person. Even not just relationship. I know we're talking about relationship, but not just relationship-wise, even business-wise. You know, I don't know. People put out a more front when it comes to Facebook. Mm-hmm. But when it's time for business or whatever, it switch up or they're different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's not just it's with any type of relationship. Family, friends, any relationship on social media is different behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? It's a different story.
Yeah.
And people feel like they can express themselves more on social media. Also, I feel like I can express myself more on social media, you know. So people can be whatever they want to be. You know, I have several different, if you want businesses, you know what I'm saying, on social media. I can be whatever I want to be on social media. You might find the hood version, the godly version, the business, you know what I'm saying, the business. And I'm more upfront. Like I keep it real. A lot of people don't know how to keep it real, and that's why I don't like. I'm too real for people, you know. So I don't know, but yeah, social media is. I didn't have my times. I grew up on social media, like somebody was talking about MySpace, all that. Like I grew up, you know, on that. So I didn't see a problem with meeting people on social media. To be honest, I grew up that way, and hey, I love social media. I ain't gonna stop, but I gave up on meeting people on social media. I got what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Y'all remember Black Planet?
Yep.
I got catfish off of Black Planet.
Good for you.
Yeah, Black Planet. That's where it started from. Black Planet. That's where it started.
It was a date. Or I guess you could. I wouldn't consider it a dating app or a dating like website, but it was like MySpace for Black folks.
Yep. Yeah, that's the first one I got on. That's the first.
Yep. Yeah, but
like they advertised it. They advertised it with like all like the baddest like Black females, suits, like supermodels type. And I mean, I wasn't on there, but I always seen like, you know, like.
And I still got my login. Let me see if I can get on.
Did it drop like right along with MySpace or something, or was it like after?
It started a little bit after MySpace.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Oh wait.
I thought it was before.
Yeah, I thought it was before, but let's see.
Probably around the same time. It just, you know, some stuff was started popping before.
Yeah.
I remember Black Planet first, and then I think I went to MySpace.
Black Planet.
Yeah.
Was the bomb.
Yeah, I don't even trust half of those sites because, and I'm gonna be honest, I tried them all.
Remember Moco Space?
I remember Moco Space. I remember I tried them all. Boost Mobile had a dating site. I don't know if y'all remember the Boost Mobile. They had a dating site. I literally tried them all.
Now that was just for nasty stuff. Ain't nobody went on Boost to talk about nothing clean.
All right.
Yeah, Nika.
Like,
listen, but I had a Boost phone.
What kind of panties you got on? You don't even know if I'm a guy.
That's exactly
Yeah.
the type of messages you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So I found something actually. Black Planet was established in 1999, and MySpace was August 1st of 2003.
Oh.
oh.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know they had dating sites back in those days, though.
I didn't know they had internet back then either.
Well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
definitely had internet, but I mean,
It wasn't fast
They
though.
had internet?
It wasn't fast.
That's when that's the dial up. They had the dial up.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
so what was the very first dating site then? Like that was on the internet, I guess.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Let me try to guess while we're looking.
Yeah, because y'all got me with that Black Planet
yeah.
joke. So now I'm trying to figure out like how long did they have these dating sites? 'Cause the first thing I remember was Tinder.
They
That's
used
the
to
first,
have the party line back
Yeah.
in the day.
the party line.
But that was a phone line where everybody just got on the phone.
Okay. Yeah.
They had the
Okay,
party
I
line.
remember that one. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I think
All right. Any guesses? Any guesses?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
I
don't know.
have to say Tinder, but it's not Tinder.
It's not Tinder.
Not Tinder.
Yeah.
It's easy too. It's easy.
What y'all thinking about? I mean,
Christian
eHarmony.
Oh.
Now we
Kristen Mingle, no.
let me. Well, like we're trying to figure out what was the very first dating site that ever hit the internet.
the first dating
I don't know.
site.
Yeah.
When I tell you, you're gonna be like, "Oh, duh." You got the Jeopardy music?
But when do I can put it? I mean, I can try to put it on. See, I'm new to the stream, y'all, so I'm not sure how to do this. I know I got this song,
I don't know.
but when did it
All
come
right.
out?
All right. So the first online dating website was Kiss.com. But hold on. There's more. It was created in 1994 by Jim Harvey. Now, that was the first. But the first widely popular and commercial dating website was
eHarmony.
Match.com.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay,
Then that was launched in 1995.
95.
Yep, Match.com, which I think is
didn't know
still
that.
going on today. Yeah.
Was that
I didn't
online or was
know.
that just like the phone, call?
No, this is a website.
a website. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yep, Match.com. Yep, this was like the
They
.com
had
era.
internet back then.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we just couldn't afford it.
We could
And Match.com is actually still up and running.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
who though?
I think people still do be on Match.com though.
Oh yeah, it's supposedly
Yeah, but they probably got
it's
paid,
successful.
and they probably
Supposedly
got
it's
paid
successful.
$30.95. I don't
Yeah.
know how much they got paid, but I'm sure they got paid something.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's got to be like 50 and 60-year-olds.
By now, oh yeah, with inflation, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never tried any of these websites, so
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
How
I
they
don't-
advertise, the people that they have advertising it, there's one that it's upward Christian dating thing. But they got
Mhm.
all these married Christians promoting it. They got Lecrae. Lecrae is happily married. They got somebody else, I can't think of his name.
Probably Mike Todd.
They have every happily married Christian man promoting it. And I'm like, he got a wife. Why is he promoting a dating that?
Because they'll take the money.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because he had to get his wife somehow.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's how he got it.
No. He took the endorsement.
Well,
That's
Well,
what
that's
it
true.
was.
That too. I mean,
He got the endorsement. No, but what I'm saying is like they get people that's not really on the app to promote the app to make people like, who he cute. Let me go and pay $19.95 a month to be on this app.
what if they
So
Everybody-
what if they pay Lecrae because he's actually married, and he's setting the image of where you could be?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want somebody who's like just kind of on websites hoeing around to advertise
Yeah.
it. ad.
yeah. Well, yeah, but still, but if they're not a product of the service, I mean, if their relationship isn't a product of the service, then that's kind of like
False advertising.
false advertising. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, well,
Okay,
Yeah.
if they were to line up all of the people that's a product of the service, do you think they would have anybody that make
My
people
point
click on it?
exactly.
click on the
My
link?
point
No.
exactly.
Because it's a waste of time.
My
And
point exactly.
believe it or not, those sites they're like funnels for money from men. And I'll give you an example. A lot of these sites, even the ones that are quote unquote free, they require you to pay for certain things, right? So like, let's use the one that I won't say the name of because we're not getting paid from them. But on that one, they have like some of the best looking women on like some of the little like hot page or whatever, right? And she's like, oh, she's a head chef at this 5-star Michelin restaurant, whatever. She has no kids. She's 5'2", got brick house, right? Whatever, right? And to bump your message up, you could send her like a rose or a flower or a gold star, whatever it is, right? But those cost money, right? Mm-hmm. So what they do is they'll charge you to get these roses or flowers, whatever it is, by the dozen, and you spending your money giving them to the people, but a lot of them don't respond because I feel like they're fake. They're fake. They're right. So now with all this AI stuff, which is even worse, but I feel like some of these companies, like they have, like they hire people to like surf the internet for like pictures. Maybe they may even have someone who's actually like they're actually paying to make a profile on there. Yeah. But they never get anything. So it could be like someone single, not married. It would be like, let's say B. Simone, right? Because she always talking about relationship problems, right? Let's say they go, hey, we'll give you $40,000 to make a profile and keep it on there for at least 5 months, whatever. She ain't got to do nothing, right? We know if regular people, regular women, and when I say regular, I just mean the average person, has their inbox flooded with whether it be good guys, creeps, or whatever, all the mix of men. What do you think is the likelihood of you getting a response from someone who's famous? And all these guys are doing is paying money to keep, but then there's a premium. And what the premium is now you get your page at the top every week or every month or whatever. It's like, so you can get more options now. And while you may get the options, eventually it'll slow down because how many people can do that at the same time? If you paying for the premium, I'm paying for the premium. They got a million dudes paying for the premium at $35 a month. Mm-hmm. Well, do the math. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. $35 million in a month for a little to no reward for us, for the consumer, which is why I also think it's BS. Mm-hmm. So I get hit up sometime, or I used to get hit up sometime by the women, and the conversations would go good. And I'm like, man, where's this person? So I'm like, yo, let's meet. And as soon as I ask for the number or to meet, the conversation stops. Yeah. Why do you think that is? Mm-hmm. They're not real.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And then even for the women, they limit. I'm sorry, I gotta make sure my mic is on. They limit how many messages you actually read unless you become like a premium. Like you gotta pay whatever the monthly fee is. You can answer like 2 messages, and then the rest you gotta pay the premium. And I'm like, bro, so I can't even finish the conversation because you want me to pay. They'll give you a couple of messages for free, or even the ones where you gotta swipe the pages. You get a couple of swipes. And then you gotta pay the premium for the rest, or you get to see who likes you, but you gotta pay to see who likes you.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what? So I have to pay to see a bunch of bots and from Russia? I'm not doing that. Yep. Not doing that.
Yep, that's exactly.
Yo, is this all for love,
black people?
Yeah, this is what's baffling me.
Yeah, like you can pay you for just to fall for somebody. Like,
yeah,
I
mean, you try it once and you waste your time and waste your money, and then you finally realize after 2.5 years that I could have just went to Walmart.
Could have went outside.
Right? Yeah, I could have touched a little bit. I could have went to the park. I could have went to hot yoga or Pilates. You know what I'm saying? They met somebody there. I'm sure there's women at Pilates.
Yeah.
But do you think people are more nervous now, like because it's so easy to approach people online that they don't want to approach people in person?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that too. Back to like when it came to the whole like cheating thing, but outside of cheating, I think social media has taken away the art of conversation and confidence. And even there are sometimes where like I'll see someone that I'm like, ooh, maybe not today. Maybe let me get a haircut first before hopefully I'll see her again when I get the haircut. But yeah, I think social media has like or the dating apps too has ruined the way we communicate with each other too. And especially, I know women always say, or now lately, it seems like women have been saying that guys want to be pursued or guys don't know how to approach. And even though that may be the case, I think social media even messes it up even further. So we only know how to do, hey, what's up? And blah, blah, blah. We have the confidence on social media, but in person, niggas be boring. But like, they ain't got it in person. So, yeah.
And I think too, like I agree 100% because as a female, like I said before, I only have one relationship my entire life, and I have zero game. So if he's shy and I don't got no game, the whole meetup is gonna be like, I like your shoes. Like, it's like,
how's your suit?
So is that the case? Like, do guys in 2025 want to be approached? I found from
go ahead.
From a few guys, they said that they don't approach females because of how females respond in the past and how women are like, oh, I got a man, I don't want you, like how women respond to them. They don't approach unless they know for sure that woman's available and that woman likes them. So that's what I was told.
Yeah. So that's true. But to answer your question, D, I would say men will always like to be pursued. And when I say pursued, I only mean that if you feeling me, let me know. The reason why even because I feel that way too sometimes, I'm like, damn, if you gonna stare and I don't even see you looking at me, right? If you looking at me, let me like walk past me, like ask me what time it is or something. I'll keep the conversation going at that point. But like the approach, sometimes I feel like we gotta as especially in 2025, we gotta reciprocate the energy, right? Like if you feeling this, say you feeling it. And let the guy do the rest at that point. But at least let us know, because we are in our heads sometimes thinking like, okay, damn, how do I approach her? I only got my first time seeing her. She may not even know I'm around. What I do, tap her on the shoulder, ask for her name, ask for her number. And it's kind of hard to be like, to sell yourself in 30 seconds. Right? Like it really is hard. Maybe business coach wouldn't say that, but it is like, think about this from that moment that you see someone you're interested in. How do you approach them? How do you say the right things? How do you get get them to want to give you your number and their number in that short amount of time? So guys always have this to do, especially since society says we're supposed to be the ones who do the pursuing and the courting. I would at some point, I would like for somebody to be like, hey, you a cool ass little nigga, man. I want to get your number. Let's talk. It makes it easy for me, but I also know that now I'm not doing this for nothing, right? Because I still don't even know if you like me. You may give me your number. Okay, that's cool. But you ain't got to pick up. You don't have to respond to any text. Like, you go on a date or two, cool, but I still don't know if you like me. You know what I mean? Like, women will go on dates and be like, oh, that's the bro, that's the homie, that we just friends, and me not knowing. Like, I'm literally like trying to call you, tell you good morning, grand rising, all of that shit, right? But I still don't know if you like me. I asked a woman the other day, I'm like, so how would I know if you like, or how would a man know if you like him? She was like, they never will. I'm like, well, damn, what about somebody you actually really fucking like? What, you just sit around and hope he thinks I'm gonna ask her just so that way she could turn me down. Like, do you want the satisfaction of that? That just to me it don't make no sense. But in 2025 or in modern society, men are supposed to be the ones that lay it out all on the line. And I feel like women are repulsed by the idea that men just want them to say what's up. Like, what? Weird.
So how do women show that they want the man then? What are signs that shows that like women want men? Basically, I'm asking the women basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ladies, please.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, if I like you, and I'm gonna say it. If I don't, you're gonna know right away, because I'm not the most friendly person in the world. Not that I purposely try to be mean, but I'm not gonna waste your time and make you think that I want you. In all reality, it's like, bro, what we doing? Like, this ain't it. But if I like you, I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, you him. You know, that's just it.
I personally think the biggest sign like to show that like a female want a man is when they cook for them. That's the main sign I got from like women if they want me basically. So I'm trying to figure out like
let me write this down.
Actual instinctive thing. No, I'm just trying to figure out if this is an actual instinctive thing like that women will cook for a man just because like that's like a thing that women usually do for their spouse and everything.
Yeah, because they sure don't pay for meals.
They definitely don't. They definitely don't at all.
Yeah.
So if she cooking, you probably in there, buddy.
Yeah.
You in there.
All of that.
She put in effort.
Yeah.
All of that comes after a man approaches a woman. A man tells a woman that they're interested and, you know, whatever. And then that's when a woman like, okay, I'm going to cook for them. I'm going to, you know, like show them that, you know, I want them. And, you know, like, I mean, that's how I feel. Like if a man wants a woman, he approaches her, he might offer her his phone number or dinner or something like that. And then a woman who's, what do you call it? Oh, a woman who's inviting of that would do, you know, those next steps. Because if
You got to get there first.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But for me, I think it takes away from a woman being feminine, being somebody who, if you were to get married, being submissive and all of that stuff. If she had to go out there and get you, if she had to go, hey, take this, you know, meal, take this, you know, whatever. Like, no, you know, approach them, you tell them that you're interested, and you show them that, hey, you can be a woman with me, you can be feminine with me, like you can, you know, whatever. And then that's when she will open up and she'll, you know, start doing things or whatever to show you that, hey, you approached me, you approached the right one. I'm going to now cater to you.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily feminine nor masculine. I just feel like if you like somebody, you do as you would do for somebody you like, whether it be, because I don't get a chance to do that, right? As a man, I don't get a chance to go, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm only going to do this if I like you, because if I'm pursuing you, then I have to show you something, right? I don't get a chance to say, okay, well, I'm gonna wait, then I'm gonna cook for you. Like, first of all, you got to come to my house for that anyway. And I'm sure on the first couple of days, that is not a thing. Is it? You know what I mean? So in order for that to happen, you gotta want to be in my space and trust me enough to let me even put food in your mouth that I made, right? But as men, we just do. We don't. A lot of us, or let me just say some of us have to put our best foot forward as soon as we like for the first day I say I meet you in the store, I got to be on point then until we aren't anymore. Y'all have the luxury of choosing when y'all want to do something. And if that's how you show that you like someone, I understand that. But how long does it take for me or men to get there from that initial standpoint? That's why we never really know if they like us or not. So that's a good question that he asked. How do women show that how do women show that they like somebody? If you saying cooking, that may not ever happen.
Yeah, and
Especially if you can't
think
cook.
it depends. I think it depends on the individuals as well, because some men are timid,
Mhm.
and does that mean that timid man don't deserve to be loved on, and and don't deserve a woman who might be more bold to like bring him out of his timidity? So I really think it depends on like the individuals, because even with myself, like I know one of my love language is gift giving. I love to gift people. If I rock with you, I'm gonna gift you something. Like I'm gonna buy something. I'm gonna see something in the store, like, oh, he gonna look good in this, and I'll go and buy it. That's just who I am, or whatever. Even if it's not reciprocal or whatever. Like if we friends now, I'm not buying Trey Songz nothing or whatever. But like if we friends, I'll like, yo, he gonna like this. Let me get this for him or whatever. But that's like my love language or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the individual and how they receive love, and as well as how they give love. Because some people are like I'm a fall back. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing or whatever, and they might miss out on love because
Yeah.
and that's why it really depends on, like I said, it depends on the individual, because you, and you might know
Yeah.
the other person as well.
Yeah. I think for men, so at least for myself, when I like you, and it's hard to stop when like how you were saying, when you see something that you may think that they like, you get it for them, right? But for men, it's hard for us to do that from the jump, because then it's like, okay, you may be introducing her to like a vibe that you can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like, yes, you could bring flowers every time you meet her, every time you see her, and that's cool because it's fresh, right? So you do things to let me put my best foot forward. But I mean, how often are you going to be able to do that if now you always got to pick up the tab, pay for gas, do this or do whatever? You know what I mean? Like it ends up becoming this not a facade, but it's like a what do you call it? Now it's like a monthly subscription now. Like now you have to do it. Like you can't not buy her something you've seen at the store that you liked before, that you would have done. You always got to do that. And sometimes it makes you look like a simp, right? Like sometimes I think women, it's not that they don't like nice things, they don't like gifting. That may be your love language, but that other person has to receive it that way as well. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes women don't see men spending their money on them as a love language, because we have to do that anyway. Again, like I got to take you out on a date. I got to do the flowers. I got to, pay for the babysitter if we on that type of time. So I feel like it's tricky for men when dating, because even though you may want to do that, how would you feel if you met a guy, D, and he was like, okay, buying you this shit every time you see him, he got a new gift for you. Like he just buying you things, and you just met the guy, right? Like y'all only 3 weeks in, and he's like, oh, hey, boom, gift. Oh, gift. And y'all 3 weeks in. How do you feel about that? Oh, your mic is muted.
Okay. I was saying that's weird, because like, what for? You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like if you have some type of substance, and honestly, if you know me, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I need. That it don't matter anything that I want. You see what I'm saying? I can buy myself. So like, what are you trying to cover up that you got to keep, buying gifts?
See, I don't. I just want you to have nice things. But that's what goes to my point. Men always have to think 4 steps ahead when approaching and dating women, because of every woman is different, right? Whereas I might really want her, and I took the time out to go approach her, which was already hard to do for most men, especially if you're intimidatingly beautiful, right? I just made that up. it's like we're always thinking, okay, well, if I do that, she may think this. All right, well, damn, but if I don't do it, maybe she'll never know that I'm feeling her, or whatever the case may be, right? I feel like it's easy for women to tell when men like them. For the most part, right? For the most part, we gonna always want somebody in our presence, right? If we want to take you out on a date, we more than likely like you. Now, what we want out of that date is completely different. But that don't mean he don't like you. That just mean he thinks Chick-fil-A means sex. But that don't mean that he don't like you, right? So, but men will fold, will do whatever it is that we think you want to get you. Mm-hmm. Most men ain't gonna shower you with gifts if they don't like you. They just not a thing. But to you, D, you don't like that. You think it's weird. So now I gotta move to desire. Desire, that's her love language. So if I'm feeding that to her, then we just hit it off. That's cool. But maybe you like physical touch. Maybe that's mine too. And maybe I'm trying to,
Why not figure out what she likes?
Yeah, because that's what most women.
Yeah, I mean,
most women want you to know them, to do what it is that they,
right.
Well, okay, well. Okay, well, maybe you can ask her.
Correction. I don't like to receive gifts. I like to give gifts.
Oh, see.
So.
All right, men, wherever you're watching from, stop spending your money. Stop spending money because they don't like it.
That's just me, though. That's just me.
Andy, she don't like gifts either.
Well, her love language is gift giving. What if D's love language is words of affirmation? If she don't like gift giving, just switch it up to giving the compliments, talking to her.
Yeah, you can always. I mean. Yeah, my bad. You can always ask. That is true. I think, and maybe this is just maybe me overthinking it, but I think I've heard some women say, "Why would I tell you X, Y, and Z so you can be what I'm asking for? I want you to, figure it out." So that's why I'm like, we always in our minds. I can't ask, "Oh, what's your love language?" You say, "Oh, physical touch." I can't wait to touch you now because I was gonna do that anyway to break the touch barrier. But now you saying that's your love language, so I'm like, well, it may not even be my love language, but I gotta appease you somehow, right? Otherwise, what the hell are we doing?
But if it's not your love language, and I don't know, but like, would that be a no match? Because now you got to do something that's not your
No, I don't. No, see, for me, I think love language is bullshit. I think it is. I just think it is. Honestly, I just think it is. But why not? Right? Like I have to meet you where you are in life. I have to meet you halfway or some way. We can't always have everything in one person, right? Like it's just not gonna happen. You know what I like? You know what my love language is? Being there for me in hard times. That's what I like, because you're supposed to do that anyway. I don't care about the gifts. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the dates. All that other stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, if I break my back at work, are we still cool? If I can't smash you like I used to because something going on with me, are we still cool? All that love language stuff, like, okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day, how are we ending up? Like, what's the game plan? That's what I want to know.
I got a question for you. How would you know if you already cut her off because she was taking pictures all the time? You didn't give her a chance. You just gave her a chance. You know what I'm saying? People like right then and there at the beginning, you never got a chance to conversate with her to let a person know.
But that's her fault because you gave her a chance.
Like or whatever. And I feel like if somebody would have told me, like, okay, Keila, I like to take pictures myself. I've been that way all my life. I'm always on my phone. But I feel like if I had a guy to let me know, like, can you pay attention to me more in some type of way? I think I respect that and I appreciate that. And that made me look at you different because it'd be like, dang, okay, he want to be interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Let me put that phone to the side. But me personally, I carry my phone with me or whatever. But you never find out if you cut a person off then and there. Like, if you cut a person off on the first date,
but
how you go?
But then he give her that chance, but she'd rather be on the phone.
He didn't say nothing to her.
I'm not begging you for attention.
Things could be habits.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is true. That is true. And some habits you have to want to put up with. That's it.
You don't always have to put up with every habit. Y'all can work
Yeah.
on it. It's gonna be some things she don't like about you, and it's some things that you don't like about her.
It ain't gonna be not giving her attention.
Huh?
It ain't gonna be not giving her attention. She ain't never going to tell me, hey, phone. No. You should.
That's the first time you see a person. The first.
You ever business coach? You ever been on an interview?
Yeah, I've been on the interview.
Yeah. That's it.
Sometimes they be messed up too, because heck, they gonna pick the bad records. They'll pick somebody who lied on their,
Hey, look.
they lied on their,
but they present it well.
Whatever.
But they present it well. Every grass, look, all grass got some shit in it. It just depends on what grass you want to step in. What shit you want to step in. That's why I don't care about the whole love language thing, right? You could be the best gift giver, the best head giver, the best. Sorry, somebody. Oh, I was like, damn, Christ Productions. All right. Well, you can be good at everything, but you're a terrible person, right? I don't care about the gift giving at that point. If you a cheater and you love being on social media, I don't care about the gift. I don't care about none of that. That's why I don't care about the love languages. I just care how you treat me. That's it.
Because we desire all the love languages that they have anyway. So,
but then you can't cater to just one, right? Like you got to feed them. You got to pour into every little cup, every facet of that person. So it don't matter what your love language is. I got to cater to everything.
Yeah.
Now maybe I could sprinkle a little bit of gift on top. That's because that's just what you like, what you told me you like. I'm not going to ever be like, I don't care about the gift giving. I'll give that to you. But again, that love language is for her. Like Desire says, she don't care about the getting gifts. But what if that's my love language as well? But you don't like receiving gifts. We can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather cut you off for being on your phone before I get to that point. Because if we rely heavily on love languages to make the relationship work, we're going to always have different love languages. That's why I'm like, I don't care about them.
And see, that's the beautiful thing about it, because you get to grow together. You know, because right now my love language might be giving gifts or whatever. And maybe 2 years later is physical touch. You know,
see what I mean?
But that's the thing, like when you know an individual, you're constantly expressing yourself to one another. At the beginning, of course, you're not going to know everything, you know, about each other. But that's where growth comes in, and conversation, and you know, spending time with each other. And I get the whole phone thing, because I'm a little bit old school too. You know, when I be going places or whatever, I forget to take pictures. I'm like, oh, I ain't no pictures, you know, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So like I get that or whatever. When I go places, I'm not, and I know the guy that I'm crushing on or whatever. I know he's not big on social media.
Yeah.
So I know I ain't going out like, say cheese, because then that's gonna be my last date with him. You know, because
how you get a picture of the food but not me on the date? Like,
who take pictures of the person on the first
priorities?
Yeah.
What? Why would you not? You got my fingertip in there. You got my wallet on the table, but it can't be me in there.
What if it don't work out? You know, what if you got
what if you got food poisoning from the food? You still posted it.
Hey, then I got receipts for proof that I can go sue.
Yeah, I don't. You know, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say, like that's the beauty of there being a whole lot of fish in the sea. And I'm talking like I'm not married, and I don't know I haven't been on the dating scene in years, so I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm gonna ask, how do you know? I'm gonna say, how do you know?
I've been fishing before, and I'm just talking about the last time I've been fishing.
And you got the catch. You got the prize.
Yeah. You got one of the last ones. There ain't too many in the season.
I guess.
I'm in the mud, baby. You got to get me out the swamp.
I guess. But the thing is, what I was going to say is, like, if you really set your rod out there, if there's anything that you're not okay with, if you're not okay with, people heavily on social media, if you're not okay with, a certain type of love language, if you're not okay, it's okay to say, hey, you're not the one, right? I don't know. Yeah.
The thing about love languages, it's just expression. Like this is how we express love. This is how I show love.
Yeah.
On like even with words of affirmation, because Turo had brought up the words of affirmation. I don't like people flattering me. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, thank you. Dude, I want quality time and physical touch. That's what I want. Like that's what I like. But in a couple of years, I might not be like, look, don't touch me. It might be like that. But it's just how we express love or receive love.
But like if somebody, let's just say like if somebody likes to like do like public displays of affection, and you don't like that, you think it's gross, you think you don't want people to see it, you don't whatever, but that's what they do, that's part of their love language. And would you stomach it to do it because that's the person that you're choosing to grow with, or would you say
no, we doing everything, baby, we got to keep that alive. So because I used to be that way, my ex-girlfriend used to try to grab my hand and do all this. I'm like, now in private, I'm a dog. But I just like to keep stuff like cool, like chill, private. And she wanted to, like, I'm ordering food. She like putting her nose in my neck and just smelling cologne. I'm like, I get it, it's cool. But I had to learn, like, if that's the way she expresses her love to you, you better let her do it.
So are you did you become okay with it, or did you just do it because that's what she wanted to do?
No, I'm cool. I'm good with it.
So
I'm cool. So I had to learn to like that. That was.
So what about the in-between time when you weren't okay with it, when you was trying to learn how to do it? Like, you don't think that she was missing something when you was like, okay, like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but of course she was, because that's the way she likes to get. That's the way she likes to give love. She likes public displays of affection. That just wasn't my thing, wasn't my style. But I mean, I'm not ever going to tell you not to be great. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you how not to love me. If that's how you choose to love me, then I'm accepting it, especially if I'm with you. And I don't care what, I don't care how I feel about, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to let people be them. Like, let's just say if she likes to cook and I like to eat fast food, I'm like, but damn, if she's telling me that that's what makes her feel like a woman, or if that's what makes her feel like she's treating you well, or whatever the case may be, then okay, baby, look, I'm gonna eat lunch, but when I come home, then you can have dinner ready. If that's what you feel like, you want to do. Now, maybe to somebody else, maybe they can't cook, and I just don't want to eat the food because I can't stomach it. But maybe she's like, okay, let's do fine dining once every 2 weeks or something like that. Then that's on her. That's her thing. That's what she wants to do. Okay, cool. Let's figure it out. Maybe she want to spend time in the park doing yoga. Okay, then let's do it, because there's going to be things I feel like for me that she may not like or want to do, but that's the time that I like to spend either for myself or the time that I want to spend with her. And I would want her to at least entertain it. Say, hey, you know what? I don't like guns, but I know he likes to go to the gun range. Okay, let me at least learn how to shoot. Give me something small. Or I'll just go and watch you, and I'll give you the ammo. Dust the gun off. I'll give you the ammo, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, I am a proponent of being there for your partner in any way. If that means she want to go to a hair show and I just don't like hair shows, but if that's what you want to do and you want to take me and not your friends, because that was the other thing, you could take your friends, but if that's the time they want to spend with you, do it.
So when does it get to be too much? Like, if you got somebody, now you done been with the, public displays of affection.
Yeah.
Now she got you going to hair shows. Now you out, like you begging her one too many times to go to the shooting range. And then, like how many of those things get to be too much before you say, I don't think this is the woman for me?
Yeah, I wouldn't base it in any activity. I just wouldn't base it in any activity specifically, because we're always going to spend the time with each other. We may live together. We've been together. I'm not about to say excommunicado just because you tired of racking my, putting my guns away from me. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I would say it will become too much when you are changing who you are as a person, or if it goes against your morals or values or whatever the case may be. That's when I think it's too much. But I don't believe that, anyone would ask you to do something that you explicitly said that you don't like doing or you don't want to do. That's when it will become too much. But just saying, all right, now I ain't going to a hair show every week. I ain't doing that. I'm like, oh, hold on, I got stuff I want to do too, and I ain't doing a hair show every day.
Week, right?
Huh?
But you're saying you're catering to her every week, right?
No, I'm saying, well, we're supposed to cater to each other every day, though.
Well, yeah,
but
she's not doing the same. She's not reciprocating. So that's what you're trying to get at.
No, I think she asked me when is it too much?
Yeah.
So it would be too much if she expects me, knowing I don't like doing hair show shit. If she expects me to go every single time she goes now, like, that's a little bit too much, because I already don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna go sometime because I know that's what you like to do, and sometime you want it to be with me. But I also wouldn't want you to go somewhere and just be sitting there knowing you don't like NASCAR and you watching these cars drive around the damn circle. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the only one happy. Like, that's weird. I want you to be able to enjoy yourself as well. So I'll entertain some things that I don't want to do or don't like. And I'm going to do it with you because that's you do want to experience that with me. And I'll be okay experiencing that time with you too. I'm sure we'll take pictures. All right. Or there'll be a moment that we can share and create memories. I would hate to be like, nah, I ain't never going to none of that and never get that memory with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I feel that.
So go to some football games sometimes and stuff like that.
You're a life coach, logical gentleman?
No.
Okay.
Wait, am I giving life coach vibes or something?
No, like, it seems like you will be a good life coach. I'm saying you'll be a good life coach, like the way you're speaking and teaching people and all that. Oh
man, I appreciate that. No, I'm just me. I'm just through learned experiences. That's it. Dating women here and there, and I'm out the streets now. I just sit at home. I don't
chill out.
My business now. It's cheaper.
Yes, Lord. I think there's a fine line too, between casual dating and when you're in a relationship. Sometimes when you're just dating and you didn't make it to that relationship status, there's requirements put on the other person that is like, you're not my man, so we're not there yet. When y'all were talking about when Logical Gentleman was talking.
Local and logical.
I can read, I just can't see. But when he was talking or whatever, a lot of times women will expect, okay, this is the guy that I like, you gotta go with me everywhere. Same thing, vice versa. You're the girl that I like, you gotta go with me here. But if that line wasn't like, okay, I am your woman or I am your man, that's completely different. Because if you're just casually dating or whatever, there's no requirements. No, you don't have to go with me here and there. If you're trying to pursue a relationship, that's different. But if you're casually dating, like, those requirements is out the window. Like, if you don't even know if the girl like you or whatever, you ain't gotta do all that stuff.
I would say this. If I go out of my way to approach you, there's no casual dating. Like, yes, you go where, if it's the football game or the hair show, we going together. Because if you really sat there and waited for me to approach you, like, we're going whatever we choosing this week, hair show, football game, wrestling match, we going together.
Okay, so you paying all the bills.
gonna do casual dating, then definitely the man got the approach. Like, hey, let's just go to Friendlies or something like that. But if I'm gonna approach you, we going everywhere together.
I don't think that's necessarily factual. I don't think that's.
Maybe. No, for me, if I approach you,
you're married though. Like you've been married for years, so like the dating game is completely different. It's completely different now.
She's saying, but she's saying that's her standard though. Like, which, I mean, okay, so that's funny that you mentioned that too, because imagine if I said that. Reverse that logic and put it on me, and how that sound?
Yeah, very well, the thing is,
wait, how it sound?
It's one-sided. It's very one-sided. It's very one-sided because the man is supposed to approach the woman. Like a man is supposed to approach a woman. Now, if a woman approaches a man, then like, I mean, it's not a woman don't approach a man for casual dating, like. And maybe because I'm married.
That's not true anymore.
Well, that's not true anymore. Yeah, obviously it's not true anymore. But is that how it's supposed to be?
That's what my whole point was. If it's casual dating, that means the guidelines are completely different than the actual relationship.
Well, I was gonna say this. I don't care if I'm married or not. But I do. Yes. So I hear you when you say when you're married. Yes. Then, yeah, things change. I get the expectations change. Yes, that is true. But I'm still not going to tell you got to go everywhere with me. Like I like for my woman to have her friends and have her own hobbies, have her own stuff that she likes to do, because sometimes I want to spend time alone. I don't want to, just because we're married. Oh, hey, we married. You don't get a chance to say no. That sounds scary. That's why I was asking D. If you say, oh, if I approach you, we ain't casual. If I approach you and I'm paying for the shit, you going everywhere I go. That sound controlling, and you probably better run.
Maybe, but no, I'm not talking about in a relationship. I'm not talking about in a marriage. You see what I'm saying? Like when it becomes that point, then yeah, like I mean, after about 5 or 6 months, then yeah, you're not gonna go everywhere together, the whole time. But like I'm not gonna go out of my way to approach somebody, and then he's with me one day, then he's with another woman another day, and he's with, like, no, like I just wasted my time. Like I'm not gonna sit there and pursue somebody who I'm just kind of like just making myself an option for. Like if you like the stuff that I do, if I like the stuff that you do, it's one thing. But like if I go out of my way to approach you because that's what you want, I put my best foot forward to approach you. I'm not going to be sometimey, and I'm not talking about family, because of course, like my husband, I don't watch football. My husband in there watching football right now. Like I'll watch some games with him, but I'm not doing that all day, every day.
Yeah.
So, right. I mean, as time goes on, like, yeah, you do your little separate stuff, whatever. But when it comes to like dating and casual dating, I'm not going to approach a man to casually date him. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm not going to approach a man. Like, if I do approach a man, I am going to be possessive, because I really went out there and pursued you. I bought you gifts. I made you food. I made you, whatever. And you with this girl this week? Or
I'm glad it's not me saying this, because boy.
Yeah, like now I can see what he was saying basically. Like now, if the roles were reversed, it would be a controlling situation.
It would sound crazy, and that's why look. This is why I stay to myself. Well, not because of UD. I'm sorry, but
like it's your fault.
But it's what it is. It's the mental gymnastics, right? It's like in order for me to satisfy, and I don't mean physically, but in order for me to satisfy not every woman. Some women, in order for me to satisfy some women, there's this game you got to play with them. And like, sometimes they just like to tell you stuff, but then when you repeat it back to them, it don't make, like, I can't do the same thing you do. And I'm not even talking about gender roles. I'm just talking about just initially how they feel about certain things. So even with this situation, like if a man told you that, it don't matter how good of a man or how good of a man he think he is, or how well he presents, how well he speaks. If those are the guidelines and he's setting from the jump, you would subject yourself to that?
No, because a man does not have to set those guidelines, because it's not unnatural for a man to approach a woman. In my opinion, I feel like it's unnatural for a woman to approach a man. Like if a woman, presents herself to be approachable, she's not wearing a ring, she's, like she presents herself to be, in search of something, and a man who's, trying to find something approaches a woman, then he don't have to say, hey, he don't have to set no guidelines. Is, hey, do you want, can I have your phone number? And like, that's it. But now if I feel like a man, okay, like I done put myself out there for him, he didn't approach me, I done did this for him, he didn't approach me, I done, wore some cleavage, he didn't approach me, and or whatever, then I'm going to sit there and approach, I'm going to approach him. In my opinion, there's no like, oh, well, yeah, I'll go out on a date with you today, but tomorrow I still like you, but I'm not going to, deal with you tomorrow. It's like, no, like I really like wasted my time. Like you didn't pursue me like I felt like you should have pursued me. I pursued you, and then now we're, like I feel iffy if that was me. And again, that's why I wouldn't approach a man, because
let me get this.
I would always wonder in the back of my head, why did I have to approach him? Why didn't he approach me? You see what I'm saying? Like I will be jealous. I will be probably possessive. I probably would be all of those things at the end of the day. But that's just me.
Okay. Let me ask. Okay. Is it? I don't want to word this. Do you see back when we first started talking about men approaching women, why it is hard, right? Like you just explained everything that men go through when they approach women. That is the exact same thing we go through. It did not change. Just you feel the same exact way. The only thing that changed is the gender. Is the gender role. What it sounds like is women don't have a good explanation or a reason why they don't want to pursue men, except for the fact that we see the shit y'all go through when you approach us. And that's why y'all don't want to do it.
No, I don't. The only reason why I wouldn't do it, because I feel like it is unnatural. I feel like if I look good, if I'm presentable, if I'm, like if I carry myself a certain way and I carry myself as available, if I don't get approached, then the people who saw me don't want me. And I'm okay with not having, like. But
how are they supposed to know that you're available though? If you don't say, "Hey, I'm available. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Desire. I'm Shanika. Nice to meet you." If you don't ever do that, how are they supposed to know there's any interest?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, 9 times out of 10, they're honestly, if there's any interest, I'll lose it like very quickly if I know that you're not interested in me. If I'm looking the best I'm ever gonna look, feeling the best I'm ever gonna look, presenting myself as available, and I put myself around you and you don't approach me, I'm good. I'm really good.
Oh, so can I ask, what is presenting yourself available? What does that look like?
If I'm not wearing a ring, if I'm a people person, like I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Like when it comes to interacting with the public, like I'm like that type of person. Mm-hmm. If you're interested and I'm single and I present myself as single and you don't approach me, then I'm good. Like that's just me. Like I'm good.
Not every married woman wears a ring. So how are they really going? Like you said, a ring, and you said hi to everybody. How are they supposed to know that you have interest in them?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I wanted to ask business coach too, the same question. Like, what is presenting yourself available look like minus the ring? Because not everybody's married, but there may be people that be presenting, because if that ring wasn't on your finger, would you look available?
Who, me?
So yeah. So okay. So before you had that ring on your finger, how long you been with your husband before I got married?
About 12 years.
Okay. So before that, so y'all knew each other for 4 years before you got married?
No, we knew each other. Well, we knew each other for longer than that, but we've been together for 10 years before we got married.
Okay. So before you got that ring, and let's say you wore the same shirt, the same glasses, the same earrings, same hairstyle, you went out to Kroger or whatever y'all grocery store is out there, would you be available?
No. And I wouldn't. Okay. And I see what you're saying. I wouldn't present myself as available. I'll be very, if I'm in a relationship and I'm not looking to, I'll be very careful of how I talk to other men, especially if I am because I am still going to be presentable. I'm going to look a certain way or whatever. If I know that, a guy might want to approach me and I'm not available, I'll be careful of how I smile at them. I'll be careful of how I, move around them or whatever, because I wouldn't want to be approached. Now, women have certain way that they, kind of like turn their body and, smile and stuff like that when they want to be approached. And that's what I'm talking about. If I want to be approached, if I want to present myself as available, I'm going. Women know what we do. Like, we do certain things to, like, hey, like, we laugh a little bit. Well,
business coach.
I got zero game. I told you that. I'm like a nigga.
Well, it's not really game. It's just a natural business coach. Come on, man. They about to
help her out because she's drowning. Help her out.
Right like there's a certain aura that you give when you want,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before you start business coach, I just want to say this. I'm genuinely asking. I'm not trying to catch you up. It may seem like I'm not trying to catch you. I'm genuinely asking because sometimes I may go out and I may see somebody, but I'll be like, she fine. I'm gonna leave her fine ass where she is because I don't want to. Look, I'm good. So business coach.
Yeah.
Give me something. How you present yourself, or how did you present yourself?
Yeah. How did I present myself?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in a way, I hear how Dee is talking. I agree with her to a very certain extent. Like, when it comes to now, as far as approaching a man, I don't agree with approaching a man. I done it one time. I never do it again. And that was my kids, my two daughters. I have 3 kids. They're grown. My girls are grown. Now I have a 6-year-old, my son.
Okay.
But my girls, they have the same father, and that's who I approached. And I don't want to say regret, but at that moment I kind of regret it because, I felt like sometimes when you pursue a man, they get big-headed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like he took that and ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of made me feel vulnerable in a way. It's like, okay, so he was able to kind of do me wrong because I came and approached him. And I said, I'd never do that again because he felt like he was too much. He was, he was too high class for me in a certain way or whatever. And I don't think I ever, I can't say, I really don't think I ever approached a man in that way again. But like she said, it's like, if you kind of like a guy, you're going to kind of, you know what I'm saying? You're going to kind of
look your hair.
Yeah.
It's some things that they're going to notice or whatever that you're going to pursue. But I'm not going to flat out and say, ooh, I want your number. No. Like,
Never.
And if the person don't say anything to me, hey, I'm going to keep walking. I ain't going to be mad because, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that. So, hey, I'm good. So
It kind of.
No,
Go ahead.
D, did you ever have to approach her, man? She froze.
I was like, dang, that's a good stretch.
Oh gosh.
Maybe she feel privileged because she never had to approach me.
Well, what I was gonna say is this again. The same thing. It seemed like business coach just kind of proved my point earlier too. I asked D. It seemed like the same reason y'all don't want to approach us is because you see how hard it is for us to approach y'all. Oh, I approached him, he got big headed. I'll never approach another guy. What if I'm a cool ass guy and I didn't even see you there? That's why I'm like, what is looking presentable? What is looking single or whatever mean?
I would have think you should have seen me. I seen you.
I honestly don't know.
What's the problem of like giving a man a big head or whatever if you're gonna give him a compliment? What's like, why would you think that? Why would that be the first thing on your mind? Like, I can't approach this man simply because he's gonna feel arrogant or something like that.
He's definitely been arrogant all his life towards me. That's why.
That might be what the situation is, because she haven't had a chance. She's so privileged to a point where she never really had to approach a man. To a point where she don't want to believe it or whatever, because she never had to deal with that experience.
My bad, I was having technical difficulties.
Yeah, you good.
Oh, we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying before, like I told y'all, I ain't got no game. Like I walk like a dude. And my I told my brother, Dan and my sister, they know that I've been a tomboy all my life. So like I don't know that natural. I don't know what to do.
Whoa, don't do that. She was like,
just fist bump. Fist bump, that's it.
But see, all my life I've been friend zoned by the guys that I like. I always been put in the friend zone or whatever. So I was like, yo, you look good. Like,
like stop playing, bro.
But that's what my game was. Like, yo, you look good as a mud, nigga.
Hey, for some of us, that's enough. To the right person, from the right person, that's enough. And I honestly believe that even though women don't want to approach men, not because they scared, you know what I mean? Just because that's just naturally how society is and whatever women say. But I do believe that if a guy is fine shit enough, they're gonna go out their way. They're gonna go out their way to make it known that they in their presence or they around her. I've seen girls be thirsty before too. It just varies, rare, but yeah, for the right dude, they will come up. But it is very rare. Yeah.
But what's wrong with giving the man a big head though? Pause. What's wrong with that? Like, I think a lot of men need that because. Okay, so I'll tell you this: the reason why I don't approach a woman, the reason why I don't approach women is because I remember one time I told this lady she had like nice hair. That's it. And she questioned my sexuality because of it. They pretty much have like a they will insult somebody whatever for giving them certain compliments basically. Or you can ask them like if they need help. They feel offended right then and there. So it's gonna come to a point where men are gonna want to back off. So if you do give him a compliment or whatever, that's gonna at least boost his courage up to talk to more women. If that's the case.
Hey, I meant to ask you, and it's 2 hours in. I should have asked you before. Can you see that the banner is over your face?
Yeah, but that's gonna cut off when I
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, maybe you don't. Okay, all right.
I see. I'm trying to bend over and all that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, did he know or did he not know? Yeah.
Nah, but I personally think we have to give each other compliments like that because some people need it. So the fact that I can't approach this man because he's gonna get a big head or he's going to feel arrogant and all that. That's kind of selfish. Just thinking that way yourself.
Well, there's nothing wrong with complimenting a man. There's nothing wrong with giving a man a big head or there's nothing wrong with that. But it begins to be too much when you do that and then they don't approach you and then you do it again and then you do it again. Because like sometimes it really is just a compliment. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes I can say, hey, Arturo, like, your skin looks nice today, or Arturo, you've been working out, or it's fine to say that, but at the end of the day, like after you do that and they don't say, okay, I wonder if this girl is interested in me. Do you want to go on a date? Just stop. Don't, and then honestly, in my opinion, again, I've been married or whatever. In my opinion, if a guy was to break, and I guess y'all saying this about females too, but if a guy was to break the mold and approach a woman and tell a woman that he's interested, or invite the woman out or something like that, then yeah, compliments is gonna pour in. Yeah, like, love language gonna start stepping in. The woman's gonna start cooking all of that stuff or whatever. My thing is, I'm not okay with doing all of that before that mold is broken, because at the end of the day, once you do that, it's like, oh well, you asked me out. Like when things go wrong, like, hey, you wanted me. Like, I never said that you was this. I never. And it's like, bruh, like, I don't know.
And I think there's a difference between chasing and approaching, because I could approach a guy, hey, my name is Shanika, nice to meet you, like that, and that doesn't mean I'm chasing him. I want to make my like you said you do a little shoulder shimmy or something or whatever. I don't got that.
I ain't got the shoulders.
My shoulder. I'm not doing no shoulder shimmy. But like me letting him meet me is my way of approaching. Like, hey, I'm Shanika. Nice to meet you. I saw you over there the other day, and I just wanted to say hi. That's approaching. That doesn't mean I'm like. I do that too. What are you doing? I like your shoes. Like, yeah, there's a difference between chasing and approaching.
Yeah, I do that too. But I think we started off talking about like letting a guy know that you like them, letting a guy know that you're interested. If you introduce yourself to somebody and they don't ask you out,
that's what I had said in the beginning. I had said that in the beginning.
Do you think cooking for somebody is chasing?
You said what?
Do you think cooking for somebody is a form of chasing a man?
Yeah, it depends on what you want. Sometimes the thing is, I've cooked for people that I didn't want, but if you're cooking for them to get them, yeah, it's chasing.
I think you may be conflating two things, because at first it was about the approach, right? Like, that's why I was asking, how do you look like? I'm paraphrasing. How do you look single? Right? How do you look available? How do you look approachable? Right?
Yeah.
Because so that's a part of the quote unquote chase, right? The other stuff after that is courting, right? So if you're saying that, one, you don't want to approach, because that's where we started with the approach. How do I know you're even there? How do I know you're around? Now that I see you, how do I know you're available? Right. So now I have to come and do that. But that is also not the other part of the like, that's the first part of the process. If you're saying that you're not doing that, because then it makes him feel like big-headed or whatever. But then you also aren't gonna cook for him either. But it's like, wait, what's the? I don't get it. Like, what? Where did this thought process? Yeah, because you said like cooking for him would be chasing him, but it's like, if you think that's chasing, but you also don't want to approach him, you want him to approach you, then I don't like. How would somebody even feel like they need to continue with you?
If somebody approaches me, I don't have a problem, going out on a date with them. I don't have a problem cooking for them. I don't have a problem complimenting them. I don't have a problem doing all of that, all of that stuff. My problem is doing all of that stuff to get him to, what I'm saying? To, go out with
to
me
get him to go out.
Yeah. Like all of that stuff can come after the approach, but I'm not going to use all of that stuff for an approach. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with any of that stuff, but I'm just not going to do that with somebody who I put my I introduce. Like, I can approach somebody, hey, my name is Deanna, I saw you over there, man, I like your shirt. I'll do that or whatever. But when I walk away and I might be interested in you, if I walk away and you don't say, hey, let me get your number, then I'm not going to turn back around. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap. I already approached you. I already made my presence known. I already did my shoulder shimmy, whatever. I already did all of that stuff or whatever. So if I walked away and you didn't ask for my number, you didn't ask me on a date, you didn't do anything, I'm not making you no sweet potato pie.
I understand. I guess my question is why do you think that way? Why? And when I say you, I'm just saying in general, right? Like where did this thought process come from? Why do we still uphold this? Right? Because here's the funny thing. A lot of women are out here saying that men don't approach anymore, right? If I went outside, took my shirt off, I might get a few honks, right? Hey, some of them may be men, right? But if you went out fully clothed and you saw a guy standing in Walmart and you went ahead and approached him, he's gonna give you his number. If you go to the Bentley dealership and you approach the guy and you ask him for his number, you're going to get his number. Mm-hmm. I feel like women have so much power when it comes to like the dating dynamic that you guys just do not want to. It seemed like you guys know you have the power, you just don't want to use it. You can get the guy that you want to approach you, and you sending out whatever signal you think you sending out. You don't even have to do that. If you went up there and you were intentional and you spoke to him, why not ask him for his number? Why would you have to do all of this, right? And then walk away and like, oh, I hope he asked for my number. Why didn't you just ask him for his number and it would have been done deal?
Here's a crazy stat that men get rejected 9 out of 10 times. Men look like women get accepted 9 out of 10 times when it comes to asking each other out for a date. So that's probably why.
And here's the crazy part. Here's the other crazy part. Imagine you went wine tasting with your homegirls, right? And I see y'all, and I'm like, ooh, the one in the pink, that's the one I want, right? You don't think I've seen other girls at this winery, at this wine tasting that I want to talk to too? So what I have to do is I have to approach you, and whether I get your number or not, I can't talk to nobody else there anymore. Because if they saw me talk to you, and I got shot down, now I have to think, oh, hopefully this chick didn't see me talk to her, because then if I come in and try to get her number, she's gonna be like, wait, what happened didn't you can't, then what if that don't work, right? Now I'm like, oh, I want to talk to Desire, and Desire like, nigga, I just saw you with 2 of them other, it's a wrap. So when we approach you, we are basically knocking out all of our other situations.
Yes.
In that scenario, we don't get a chance to. Yeah, we don't get a chance to pick and choose our battles. This is what comes with the territory of dating, but this is also why it's like, fuck, I don't want to keep approaching all this. I'm losing by trying to approach you. Whatever woes you have about approaching men is the same thing we deal with approaching women. We just don't have an option. But this is why I ask, why do you think this way? Right? Like the society gonna be a society, and men are just gonna like just. Because we just don't complain about a lot of shit. We just have to kind of like, okay, fuck it, that's the way it is, and just move on. But
with the reality. Yeah, with the scenario that you just said, if I'm with my homegirls wine tasting, and you see me with pink on, whatever you said, I'm the girl in pink, and out of the 12 women that I'm with, you approach me. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine how that'll make me feel? Like, out of all of these women, you pick me? You see what I'm saying?
No.
Well, I'm telling you, as a woman, that lifts our confidence, that lifts our self-esteem, that lifts our want to cook for you and all of that stuff. Now, with all of that being said, could you imagine if you see the girl in the pink, oh, I want to get with her, I want to, whatever, and then you don't approach her, she don't approach you, and then the girl in the yellow approaches you, and well, at least yellow. No, but see, but at the end of the day, she's still gonna be hanging out with the girl in the pink, and now the girl in the yellow, like, hey, I think he's looking at my girl in the pink. Why did he not approach me? Why did I have to approach him?
Maybe he didn't look inviting.
You don't think that girl in the yellow will feel some type of way? Like, man, I approached him, but he might think my homegirl is, better looking than me because he could have.
Okay, cool. But even still, if that person in the yellow came and talked to me, well then, like I said, that just shot my points to the because look, again, at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna walk in a room, and I'm gonna see 50 women. Right? I'm gonna walk in a room and I'm gonna see 50 women. Out of 50 of them, I may feel like 10 of them is I want to talk to 10 of them. Right? But what I can't do is talk to 10 of them after I go approach one of them. It doesn't matter if they know each other. The options for me are still the same. It don't matter if your homegirl do look better than you, but if she came up to me and approached me, why you didn't do it? How you think that makes me feel?
Well, for that reason, like if a woman is approached, her confidence level goes up. You know, she's not looking at the fact that you might be looking at her homegirl because you had a chance to approach her homegirl.
Okay. So So a man approaching you brings a woman's confidence up.
Yes. Why not?
Oh, hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. Y'all see where I'm going. Y'all see where I'm going. Okay. If you think that a man approaching a woman brings her confidence up, you don't think we already know that? We know that, right? But guess what a woman does? Guess what it does for a man when a woman approaches a man?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Do you think it brings her confidence up or down?
I'm pretty sure it does. But at the end of the day, and again, this is just for me, I feel like men approaching women is natural.
We are this, yes. But it's only natural because it's a societal norm. Because there are children getting married in Thailand at 14.
Yeah,
that's normal for them. That's a societal norm. But you can't do that over here, right? So just because it's a norm somewhere else, don't mean you got to follow it everywhere you go, right? So what I'm saying is
should we ask the man to marry us?
Hold on, I'll get there. Controversial. I'll get there. Hold on. That's my point. Hold on, but yes, okay. I'm gonna cook a little bit. Okay, no, I'm joking. No, but what I'm saying is we're all the same. We're all dealing with the same shit. Like literally, we're all. What's up, brother? We're all dealing with the same emotions at some point, right? Nobody want to get rejected. Nobody want to feed into somebody else's ego, right? Nobody want to do that. What you think? You okay? If I know it boosts your ego, if I'm gonna come approach you, should I come approach you or should I not approach you? If it's your ego that's gonna get boosted, do you think I want to go out the way? Do you think I want to go out the way to feed your ego?
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, the thing is
because y'all just expressed something to me that we men go through every single day, and y'all don't even like it. Right? I'm going to approach you. Hold on. I go and approach you. I boost your ego up. And now you tell me, I got a man. Or you tell me, oh, you're too short. Oh, I'm not interested. Now it's like, damn, I fed her ego and now I'm taking a walk of shame. I knew it was going to feed her ego because I get it. It makes, cool. But y'all get to pick and choose. Like, y'all get to pick and choose. And again, this is just what it is for men. We just have to deal with it.
When a female approach a man, is it a yes every time? But you just want
it may not be.
It's okay for a female to take a walk of shame, but it's not okay for the men to take a walk of shame. I
never said that, but that's just the reality of men dating and since forever, right? Like that's just what it is. There's going to be. This is our. If society says this is our role and this is the game we play, until we break that norm, men are always going to have the shit end of the stick when it comes to dating. It just is what it is. It's almost like no net positive, right? Like literally, we gotta go out of our way already, right? We gotta spend our money. We gotta court. We gotta pay the bills. We gotta go to work. No complaining, right?
I got a male perspective, another male perspective, because y'all cooking it right now. It's not fair. Hold on.
But you're not being cooked. The fire is on low. The fire is on low.
But yeah.
Hey Andy.
How y'all doing?
So good.
How you doing?
All right. Personally, I mean, I'm married, so
This isn't me. This isn't me living now. But,
Yeah, we know.
I prefer it that way, man, because honestly, so for example, right, and I walked in on the tail end of the conversation, so I don't know exactly what all y'all talking about, but if women approach you enough at a certain point, your confidence is already where it's at. So it doesn't really, in my opinion, it doesn't do anything for my confidence if a woman approaches me. You get to a certain point to where you already know who you are, you know what you're about, and whether a woman rejects you or approaches you, it doesn't change anything. And I would rather things be the way that they are because, you know, I like to go big game hunting. You know what I mean? I mean, with great risk comes great reward. So if it's something that I want, I'm going after it. You know, and that's just the way I look at things. But like I said, I don't know what all y'all was saying, but that's from what I caught on the conversation. That's what I get from it.
Yeah, and that can be vice versa. That's all I'm saying. Like the approach could be both ways. Whether you prefer it to be that way is cool, but there's a reason for the reason why we prefer things a certain way, right? And so my whole point was, why is it that way? Is it because society has shaped it to where this is the norm? That's why I said there are children that get married in Thailand at 14. That's cool for them, but that don't work over here. So, but just because it is that way somewhere else doesn't mean it has to be this way here. I don't care for the like. I get it. Okay, I'm doing the approaching because that's just what it is, right? Women ain't gonna have a meeting. All the women in the world say, hey, you know what? We got to start giving guys compliments more. We got to start approaching men more because they're not really feeling it, right? And it's never gonna happen. So yes, in life, men have to be the ones to go and do it. But that same ideology that you have, women could take that as well. If you want something, go get it. I asked earlier, ever been on a job interview? When the last time a company hit you up and was like, I seen your resume. Come on, yeah, you got the job. Come on. No, you got to interview, right? Mm-hmm. So if women want something, they can damn near get whatever they want. If they want it, they don't have to wait for no man to come at all. They can just go and be like, look, nigga, I want you, give me a number. And 9 times out of 10, it'll probably happen. Now, the quality you get, that may be a little shaky. However, you are going to weed the guys out anyway. If you got 10 numbers, you was going to take them and date them all, right? So you want 10 men to approach you at the same, like, what? Like,
can I ask a question?
No. I mean, yes.
Okay, so we're talking about women approaching men. Now, we know that junk changed. The world has changed. The trajectory of the world has changed, where women are approaching men more than before the, in the 90s or whatever. But if you are say there's one guy that you actually like, and there's 20 women approaching that one guy, and you just in the background shoulder shimmy, you're not going to get that guy's attention. You have to go and say, hey, how you doing? My name is Shanika. Nice to meet you. You have to go and approach them. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying chase them. I'm saying approach, because women are approaching nowadays. And I think a lot of it have to do too with the fact that we know that women are competitive. I mean, we have that competitive nature or whatever. Even because Deanna was talking about how nature is, or whatever. Even in nature, the women animals are competitive in nature. Like we're competitive. And it's like, hold up. That girl, she's a 32B. No, I got more than what she got, or whatever. And we get to compete.
Women size women up secretly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because for a guy that is it, and most women gonna know, oh, that nigga walked in, oh, he it. And all of them in their mind gonna be like, I would fuck with him. I would, right? But guess what they all gonna do? 90% of them gonna sit their ass down and oh, I hope he sees me. Oh, I hope he sees me. And if he sees me, I hope he comes talk to me. But if that one girl out of that 10 go, hey, I know y'all want him too, I'm going to go get it. Or at least make myself available, or make it known. Maybe I'll buy the nigga a drink. That increases her.
Thirsty for no nigga.
Yeah.
What I tell you. See,
I'm not saying thirsty for nobody.
That's not being thirsty. That's going what you want. You were thirsty for that job. something paid for that background right there, right? You had to want to go get it. Why is it that y'all will fight tooth and nail to get whatever you want, but not a man? Well, but y'all married. I'm sorry, not y'all. Not y'all. I'm just saying women because y'all special. Y'all got people. Desire, I don't know about you.
If it was 20 of them women in the room, he gonna mess with about 5, 6, 7, 10 of them. So why would I approach?
But I'm about to say that's not true in all cases, though.
I'm glad. See, men cannot have this logic because we never accomplish anything, right? We have to. It's like it don't. That same thing you saying is the same thing we probably think too. Oh, even if I get her number today, somebody smacking it. She giving her attention to somebody. I just came in her life. So what? What's the incentive for me? I still got to put my shit on the line and show her that I want her. Now I got to compete with people I can't even see. At least at the club, you can see the chicks there.
It's easier for a man to get a woman than it is for a woman to get a guy.
Oh, you about to
so many options. A man has so many options, and he's the man. He I mean, you know, he play that gender role. Like, come on, that's not a female thing to go out there and get a man. That's not feminine.
Is it feminine? Is it feminine for a woman to work for what she has?
Is it feminine?
Is it feminine for a woman to go to work and work for what she has?
Yes.
Okay. Is it feminine to pay your bills? Is it feminine to? Is it feminine to pay? Is it feminine to pay your bills?
I'm gonna pay what I want to pay, but my man still gonna pay the other.
Nope, I'm not. No. Is it feminine to pay your bills? Your bills, meaning, okay, forget you have a man. Forget it.
Okay, yeah, my bills only.
I'm not. You don't forget the man. Forget the man. You as an adult woman, before you got married, you went and got a job. You went and bought a car. You got to pay bills. So if that's the case, then I'm feminine too.
I'm gonna pay certain bills,
but y'all gotta. I think we need to. This gotta. Yeah, I need women to catch up a little bit. Like, I love y'all. I do. I love you. I really do. And like, there's nothing better on this earth than nothing more precious than a woman, a black woman at that. But I need y'all to meet us halfway somewhere, because y'all are like it's like y'all saying everything that we thinking, but it don't work for us. Like, you can say all of that, and if I said any of that, it would be like, where you putting this at? Because TikTok or what? Because I do not want my name trashed on Beyonce's internet.
Instagram, YouTube.
Okay, it don't matter. But I for real, I want y'all to see the world, I think it would bring us a little closer with this whole men and women dynamic if y'all just took the time, because you literally hearing yourself speaking. This is the same thing we go through. We are literally dealing with the same things. We just have to physically do it. Well, y'all can sit back, say, I accumulated these bills. Yes, I got this house, but my husband, he gonna take care of that. And I'm gonna pay my own bills if I choose to, if I got it, if or whatever the case may be. But you already went out there and you acquired the stuff. It's not feminine or masculine to pay your bills. It's neither one of that. It's a thing we do as responsible human beings. That's it. I think that men and women could do better, even with each other, if we just say, hey, you know what, men, we already assumed the position for this long. We ain't never gonna stop, like all the way stop approaching. That ain't never gonna happen. But there will be generations to come where it would be like, yo, y'all don't even know why y'all think this way. It's just a feeling. And men are going to eventually get tired and be like, yo, how the hell we just had this conversation, but you still putting it all on me? When you can hear yourself say the same shit that we struggle with, but still you don't understand, like, you ain't saying, yeah, brother, I get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you married, so you don't have to approach anymore. But Desire, for one, we can see eye to eye on it. But I just want women to know that men are like, we tired. We do want to approach you, like we do. But like Arturo said, it's more negatives than it is a positive to even approach you. Like y'all don't make it easy at all. And y'all know what we going through, but you still be like,
I feel like expectations in relationships, regardless, period. I feel like our expectations are too high. We want too much for, we want so much from a person when sometimes we're not even putting our best foot forward. This
because y'all don't have to.
Regardless with any gender, either male or female. This both. I'm speaking for both. Like we expect something. It's like we want something, or we see what's on these movies, what people portray in these relationships. That's not real love. I mean, a lot of stuff ain't real love. That's not real. A lot of stuff is lust. Like, a lot of stuff is lust. What people portray is not real love. I feel like real love is really an assignment. Like you were brought here for an assignment with each other. Mm-hmm. You come on with this puppy love or whatever. Like puppy love only lasts so long. You're gonna run into problems in a relationship. It's not perfect. That's just like you got to grow up with your sisters and brothers or whatever your family. You're gonna run into problems. It's nobody that's perfect. You gotta grow that. You gotta grow that. It don't grow overnight. A relationship is not gonna work overnight. Like I was ready to run away in my relationship within the first couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie, I was hopping out of cars. Cause it was, and then you can't have everybody in your relationship at the same time. When you have other people in your relationship, you know what I'm saying? Or like I said, if you expecting certain things, and if you had previous bad relationships, that can affect you. You know what I'm saying? That can affect you because you probably you're trustworthy with a certain person. It's like you gotta grow. It's not an overnight process. And I thought that relationships was supposed to be like what you see in the movies or what people portray, or the actress. All this type of stuff. Not actress, but what they put out there on the TV that everybody fall for. It's fake. It's not realistic. They're not showing the proof. They only show you what they want you to see. People ain't showing you what really goes down in a relationship, like the troubles that you're going to have to go through. And I wish that be more upfront, then maybe you'll give a person a chance, not just from a first date. And that's why I said, when you say a first date, like I said, me and my fiance, we call hell, like completely hell. But we start to, it died down a whole lot. And we are more, I'm not saying we don't run into any problems, but I'm just saying it's not like it was day one, like on the first couple weeks or to the months, the first few months, the first year is much different.
I want to. Oh, my bad. I'm about to ask Andy something as a married man, but go ahead, Desire.
And also we have to take into account that everybody's journey is different because we're all individuals. And I talk about this all the time when I deal with education. Every child needs an IEP because every child learns different. Same way with us. Everybody's temperaments is different. Everybody's needs is different. So your journey might work for you, and my journey is going to work for me. Like how I do things is going to work for me. But if I try your way, I might fail miserably. I already showed y'all my shoulder shimmy or whatever. That's not cute.
Terrible.
But it's exactly. So for me, it will fail that way. So I have to do it my way. And we could give one another relationship advice, but at the same time, they have to learn on their own. Like I have to learn on my own, and if I fail, let me fail, but let me get back up, and the same way with everybody else or whatever. But we can't say this is the way and this is the only way, because there are plenty of successful marriages where the woman approached the man. There's plenty of successful marriages where the man approached the woman. There's plenty of success in that stuff. So we can't say this is the only way that it'll work, because that's limiting God, that's limiting ourselves, and that's making our stories identical. And like business coach was saying, she said at the beginning of her relationship, she went through all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And if she was to give up because somebody said, "Oh, I wouldn't take that if I was you," she wouldn't be where she is now.
I never let it get this far in a relationship. I've never been this long in a relationship because I always listen to other people, And this time I wouldn't listen to nobody else. I just, we stuck with it. We stuck with it no matter what hell we went through from the outside, whatever. We stuck in there and we got through it or whatever. But it got to take two willing people.
Yeah.
to work on themselves.
And like we can advise others on like what they can do or what they cannot do. But at the same time, a lot of times what we do is we put down people because they're doing something that we wouldn't do. There's a lot of things, like I said, I only had one relationship my entire life. I had 2 sexual partners my entire life at 43 or whatever. And I'm proud of that. Like, some people say be ashamed because you're 43 and you ain't been around the world. But I'm proud that I ain't giving up my goods or whatever to everybody. But somebody else will say, oh, you stupid. You know? So I can't down somebody for sleeping with a bunch of people. And they can't down me for not sleeping because our journeys are going to be different. You know? I know I talk long, so I'm a hush.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I wanted to because business coach mentioned expectations, and I wanted to know from Andy was right.
Correct.
Andy, okay, yeah. I wanted to know, since you're married, how is your expectations, or did they ever change? Like, what were your expectations before marriage, and what are they now that you are married?
Oh man, well. My expectations, so I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I didn't come from a 2-parent household. You know, I didn't come from a situation. I was raised in a situation where I've never seen a successful marriage. So, you know, going into my marriage, the expectations were, I don't know, man. Let's get along. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. But how can I put this? Now the thing about it is, and I'm not saying it's just because my wife is sitting right next to me. But
better.
My wife, no, I'm serious, man. My wife, she's exactly what I need. You know what I mean? She kind of helps balance me out, so it works. It works for us. But to answer your question, as far as what are my expectations now that I'm married? Honestly, that's like a conversation that her and I have. It's not like a cookie cutter answer I can give you on that. You know, I let her know who I am, what I'm about. You know, if I say I'm gonna do something, that's what it's gonna be. And I let her know what I expect from her to pretty much cover me in certain areas or either pick up where I may be weak at. And I guess that answer could kind of vary for every particular situation. But that's what works for me. I don't know if that answered the question in full or not.
No, it does. No, it does, because we lightly touched on expectations earlier, and not like specifically like this, but it was like when you're dating somebody, like it was at first it started with like the love languages and stuff like that, and we ended up talking about, I think Desire mentioned, maybe it wasn't Desire, but someone mentioned that now that you are married, you're expected to do things that you wouldn't be expected to do when you're just dating someone or being casual. So I know for me, my expectations are simple. It's kind of like yours. Basically, like, look, I am free flowing. Like I do have some things that I'll be like, no. But for the most part, I'm open, and I really just want someone to be there when I need them. And it may not even be a lot. It just it may be a day where I'm just not there in the headspace, but for somebody to be able to see that because they know me and be able to, like, I guess, help in whatever way they can in that moment, that is something that I would definitely expect for someone who I'm married to. But I think that also carries to other friendships too. It's like my expectations don't change much. It's more on the side of like being around, like being there, quality time, and things of that nature. But outside of that, I'm pretty simple with expectations, whether we are, you know, married or not. Now, because I have never been married, there may be things that I don't even know that I require that yet. So that's why I was like, what are your expectations as a married man? But simple is good too.
Yeah. And honestly, even in dating, you know, I'm dating to marry, so to speak. I don't have time to be wasting, you know, to sit here and be with somebody if it's not going anywhere. So honestly, once I say, okay, you know, we're together and we're moving in that direction, it's the same thing from that point on, whether or not we're married or not. if we're exclusive and we're dating and we're together, then I need to be, because like I can't say, let's practice one thing and then when we get in the game, we're gonna do something else. You know what I mean? We're practicing as if we in the game. So that's kind of like the whole point of how you look at. Well, I look at dating. So then when we decided to get married, I mean, we just knew, okay, well, we locked in. It definitely is what it is now. So that's pretty much the only thing that changed for me. Nothing really changed between dating and marriage to me.
For sure. That was cool. Yeah. And then Arturo, what about you?
What about me? What? What's up? What happened?
My bad. What the hell are you watching?
What was the question?
Talking about the expectations, like we were talking about managing expectations for, I guess, somebody you're dating, whether it be dating or married. Do you think so you have expectations now, but do you think they would be the same as they are now versus when you're married? Like, what are your expectations within that?
I personally think it's the same. Like, if I love somebody, I'm gonna love that person, no matter what the situation is. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so then you probably expect the same from them. Like, usually our expectations are like usually the same thing, or we usually look for the same thing that we want for ourselves and the other person.
Absolutely.
Which our men are so simple. Yeah. This is like, we are easy. We're ridiculously easy. Oh, you changed.
Not all men. If that's the case, all women are very easy. And
we just saw that ain't the truth.
Nah, yeah, that's definitely not what's going on.
All women are so easy. Like, all you have to do is, be nice to them.
And pay their bills and go out hunting for the food. And I'm joking.
But what we
got
to do
the conversation started because me and Desire had a discussion about like would anything change when it comes to marriage and just an actual relationship. I said there's nothing that will.
It shouldn't.
Like on that relationship, I just think it's paperwork, personally. So like, it comes to a point where, like, the reason why I will marry that person is simply because I love them. That's about it. So there's nothing that should change or whatever. It's just the matter, like the matter of fact that we have to have a bond when it comes to insurance and
the paper, the legal shit, all that stuff that almost doesn't matter.
But that's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to like marriage, you're still gonna have people that's abusive. You're gonna still have people that like that cheats and all that other type of stuff. So no matter what the situation is, the only thing that's going to change is the insurance and the policy that comes with the marriage.
Yeah. Now, Business Coach asked a question earlier, and I told her I'll get to it. You remember what she asked? She asked if, and I'm paraphrasing, but she asked if I would be okay if a woman proposed.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were talking about like the whole gender role thing, or somewhat, but the approaching and the dating and stuff like that. And she asked if I would be cool with a woman proposing. I will say this: there are some things that I want to do that I want to do, and I wouldn't necessarily want my wife to take that part away from me, because I do feel that there is something special about that part of the relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I give the ring as well. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something special. Whether half of it may be because society has programmed that into our heads, and that's just the role we take as men. But no, I feel like I would want to do that. I don't even know how it would feel if I'm sitting down at a table and all of a sudden my girl get on her knees. I would be like, whoa. That would be, or one knee, my bad, not knees, because that's cool. but one knee, getting down on one knee, it would be like, first of all, it'd be a big spectacle. Everybody would be like, what the hell going on? And they would think I put her up to it or something like that. Like wait, hold on, I didn't know this was coming. But would that be, which I don't think any man would like really like want that. But man, if she did, Huh?
I said, I know my answer for that question is, would I be okay with a woman proposing to me? And the answer is hell no.
Yeah, right.
I don't want no woman proposing to me.
Or is it because it's not the social norm though?
That's
No,
what it
it's
sound
because
like.
no, it's not so much the social norm. It's because it's not. I don't want my woman to be masculine. And it doesn't have much to do with the social norm, because it's not even, you could take the social out of it. Like, that's almost like saying, if we're in a house together and we're hungry and she goes out and gets the shotgun and she goes in the woods and hunts and brings back the food, nobody has to know about that between the two of us. So it doesn't have anything to do with, how people see it or what's acceptable socially. It's just more about how I feel. Like, I personally feel like I'm the man. There's certain things that come with that. I do not believe in and this might, I mean, be kind of straying off a little bit, but I don't believe, in equality split down the middle. I don't believe in that. I believe men do certain things and women, do certain things. And it's not so. Is the reason I believe that is because as a man, I'm more equipped to do certain things. Even going back to, like we was talking about earlier when I first got on here, and about approaching. I think women's emotions are a little more fragile than men. So it definitely, I think that's why the whole approaching aspect is more on the man's court than it is on a woman's court, because I believe, well, in most cases, you got some men out here that'll take rejection and jump off a bridge. But, for the most part, you know what I mean? Men, we're more equipped emotionally to handle rejection. Okay, you said no, okay, no, it is what it is, on to the next. I ain't thinking about it no more. Like 2 seconds later, I forgot about it. But in a lot of cases,
because we've been rejected for so long.
Like,
we've been rejected so much to the point where we have to accept people saying no to us.
It could be, and it also could be with the fact that you could have gotten just rejected once, and that one time you've come to the realization that ain't nobody going to sit here and pat you on the back and wipe your tears. Well, as a man, you realize that if it is to be, it's up to me. So I mean, it can only have happened once, but you realize that when you get over your hump, you realize that you're the one that had to get over that. So you put your emotions to the side and take care of business. So, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like, emotionally, we learn to, not allow ourselves to lead with that and put our emotions on the back burner and, logically move forward.
Again, I think it's an individual, because some men can't take rejection. Like some men, like I heard of a lady got killed in Memphis because she didn't want to talk to the guy at the gas station and he shot her up. I didn't get assaulted, but I got harassed because I didn't hear the guys trying to holler at me. So they decided that they wanted to circle me and confront me for not responding. So I mean,
yeah.
So
there's always going to be, there's always going to be a few outliers, but I also think too that women not being emotionally equipped to handle things, like, I hear you, but that's not even the women's argument, right? Like, none of them said that's why they don't want to approach men either. They ain't never said, because if they would, that would have been being too real too. Some of them, they be lying about them. But I don't necessarily, like, I abide by certain gender roles just because, like, it naturally happens, right? Naturally it happens. But like taking up the trash, like, that's why I was asking her if she pays, is it feminine to pay or masculine to pay bills, or whatever. When I said, and we have assignments as adults. We just do. Some of them come naturally. Like, if you live on your own or you do it, you taking out your own trash. You not taking out the trash. You not cooking. You eating. You doing these things because you have to. This is the things we do. So I don't see those as necessarily like real gender roles. I might do some things just for the simple fact that I don't want her to do them. I might do that. So when it comes to proposing to someone, I don't think that's necessarily a gender role either. I mean, I understand how it is and how it's presented and how society has made it that way. So if you see a woman get down on one knee, it's like, whoa, it's so crazy that they don't even think the men are real men at that point. Like, oh, he must be gay. Oh, he can't be no real man because who would let his wife propose? I'm like, wait.
But that's what I was saying though. It had to have something to do with the social norm. When we see people doing that, that's female, they think it's totally wrong to the point where they shame the man for doing it. So now the man is gonna look at it like it's crazy as well. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, is it wrong because it's what society has been teaching us, or is it a natural like instinct for you to think that a woman shouldn't be on one knee? And
I think two things. I think both at the same time. I think two things can be true at the same time. Yes, it is what we did, is what we do as a society. I'm only 38, so I'm sure this has been going on since before I've been alive. But I've come up watching stuff on TV, seeing people propose in person, and it's just always been the man. The women don't even be knowing about to get proposed to. So even if the roles were reversed and women started proposing to men, how would I even know she was going to propose that day? It would just be something that she just did. I'd be like, shit, what am I going to do? Say no? Like, so you don't want to marry me? I'm like, wait, no, I do, but I want to do it. Why are we battling over something that we both want? So when she asked me that, I'm like, it's not that I wanted. Again, like I said, there's some things that I just want to do, and I would want to do that. So why, and the reason why I say it's two things at the same time is because one, it is socialized, yes, but also two, I've never done it, and I would want to, but I also don't know how it would make me feel if that ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, how would that make me feel if my girlfriend, we were out at the mall, and all of a sudden she dropped down on one knee and was like, "Will you marry me?" I would be like, "What the?" Yes, but get up. like you know, you're gonna make me look crazy. But would I be like mad at it? No, because that's what I want. You just beat me to it. You know what I mean? Like, as unconventional as it sounds, shit. Most men ain't gonna tell you this, but they probably would like for that to happen. They probably be like, hey, that just means she want me even more. Just like D was saying, if she approaching somebody, it ain't no casual shit. But that would be cool for me to know too, because we always guessing if this person actually really even like us. But if you're going through that and you're gonna get on one knee and propose, oh, I know it's a go. It just makes it easier for us, but I know it's not gonna ever be like a thing like that. And women ain't gonna just be like, okay, we're gonna start doing it. I get that. But to answer her question, if it's something I want, no, not necessarily. But I mean, if it happens, I'm not about to say no, because like, I do want to marry you. I'm not about to fight over giving you the ring or proposing. I might just turn around and propose to you tomorrow then. But it may be weird, right?
I will tell you this though. Well, we've been on for 3 hours, or whatever, so we about to go soon. But I have a question with the women right now. Would y'all propose to like the man if y'all no?
No.
Okay, and why? Oh, D.
Yeah, she
Well,
wouldn't take that question.
Yeah, you already said no too. So I mean,
oh, but he wouldn't accept it then.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, wait. So yeah. So that okay. Yeah. So if she did, you wouldn't accept it. You wouldn't be. You would be like, hell nah, marriage is off. Because
you would say
I wouldn't say marriage is off, but I would first. When I saw her getting down on one knee, I'm picking her right back up. We're not doing that. But see, she knows that about me before we even got to that point. You know what I mean? She knows the type of man that I am. So I don't think we would have that kind of issue. But if just for the sake of conversation, if it got to that point, I would say no.
So if she said, "Will you marry me?"
Yeah, like without the knee, without anything. Like if she is talking to you saying like, "Will you marry me?" Would you say no right then and there?
She asked me. She said, "Will you marry me?"
Without the knee.
Without the knee.
Romantic dinner. And I'm like, hey, yo, I want to talk to you, like such and such. And I want you to be my husband and all that. Pause.
in a case like that to me, that's not a yes or no answer. That's gonna have to come with a conversation.
Even if she got the ring,
I hate to be difficult, huh?
Even if she got the ring.
Yeah, even if she has the ring. Because the thing about it is this is just from my personal experience, right? I've noticed that when women step up and take the lead, it's because either a man isn't or she doesn't have faith that he would. So, you know what I mean? I think if it gets to that point, that's a reflection on me, and that's something that I got to take a self-assessment with. And me and her are going to have a conversation about what my intentions are in this relationship and where I see it going.
Yeah,
That's one way to look at it.
Like I would not, for two reasons. Number one, I usually like masculine men or whatever, and like how Andy was saying, like because of how he is, and Deanna know how Andy is, she's not going to ask that question. So same way with me, I'm not going to say, "Hey, would you marry me?" You know. Now from jump, like Andy mentioned earlier as well, my intentions for dating is marriage. So at the end of the day, I want to get married, but I'm not going to propose. But he's going to know from jump, from like, listen, we not over here pity patting. Like, this is what my end goal is, marriage. You know, and I'm gonna state it clear as day. Like, my end goal is marriage, but now it's in your hands.
So what if you're ready to get married and he don't know and he's not even trying to approach that question? Would you leave that
The
person?
thing is, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm 43. My clock is ticking. I'm sorry. After a certain time, I'm like, all right, what are you doing, bro? Like I in your last podcast, I talked about the 5-year relationship or whatever. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing 5 years to play games.
So with that said, instead of asking the person to marry you, you're gonna push Tim to ask you.
I'm not gonna push him. He's going to know from jump, like that's what my end goal is. You know, and if that's not what you want, if that's not what you're looking for, then I'm not the person for you.
I think this goes back to what I was saying before about women getting what they want, right? Having the power to get whatever they want, but they don't want to exercise that power for whatever reason, whether it be because of societal norms, whether it be because that's what they saw in the home, whether it be it's in a song. I hear what she's saying, but I think at this point, this is where, and I'm going to say this, I don't mean anything by it, but I have to learn sometime too that logic doesn't fit everywhere sometimes, right? And I can understand that if you don't have an actual really good answer for how you feel because they're feelings, right? Because neither one of us can sit up here and say that it's wrong for a woman to propose. We just don't see it. That's the issue. We just don't see it. Whether you feel like it's masculine or whether you feel like a man would be feminine to allow the woman to propose, or whether he proposes. A lot of this stuff is literally like a social construct. It's literally that. Because that's why I was asking about paying the bills. It's not masculine, nor is it feminine to pay your own bills. We do that now. It's not. I understand how society has shaped certain roles, but this is why I always think of, why do I think this way? Is it because, and most of the time, we don't even think about how we think, right? We just go with the flow, and we see things, and it kind of shapes the way, like the decisions we make. However, at some point in time, we kind of got to sit and be like, okay, why do I even think this way? Is this something that I really even care for? Is this something that I really hold dear to me? That's why I'm like, if it's the action of getting down on one knee, that will look weird and it'll probably feel weird. But to Andy's point, what's the end goal? If the goal is to get married, then who cares who proposes, right? And Desire, if you're waiting for 5 years, and yeah, you may have been say like, okay, yeah, I'm dating to get married. Cool, he is too, obviously, right? Or apparently. But if he ain't put the ring on the finger, you just gonna wait until he don't do it? At least you could let him know. Be like, yo, it's been 5 years. If we ain't married by next year, what are we doing? Because now it's been 5 years, and I already told you from the beginning, I'm dating to marry, and we've been dating, and we ain't married. So at least at that point, he don't know this, and he on the clock. Maybe, yeah, you don't have to propose to him, But think about this. What if you didn't get on one knee? But what if you just said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Y'all just came home from a date or whatever. I want to talk to you. I noticed it's been all this long, right? And we both agreed that we were dating and married. Let's get married." Like, okay. And still, you can still allow him to do his quote unquote masculine duties and be like, "Oh, babe, okay, cool. Yeah, okay." And maybe he'll start looking for stuff without you knowing, trying to measure your finger while you sleep and little cute shit like that. You know what I mean? But because you told him, he brought it to his attention. Oh shit, she ready. You know what? Yeah, me. Okay, you know what? Let me start preparing. Because men don't just propose. There's a lot of shit that we probably go through in our minds before that time even come. And Andy, you probably can testify to that, right? Men don't just be like, shit, all right, let's get married. Like, nah, it's a process. So if he's not ready for that, he just not gonna do it until he's ready. Unless you put the feet to the fire and then he just forced to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna leave him. Then you don't want that type of marriage anyway, right? But if that's the goal and the goal has not been met, I think it is okay for a woman to say, "Hey, look, are you ready? Because I am. What we waiting for? Let's get married." And then let him do the rest at that point. If he don't do it at that point, then you wasting your time. But that shouldn't be a 5-year. That should be a little, y'all at probably year 1. Y'all should be, hey, well, we gonna do this for another 2 years, because what else can you experience at that point?
Well, how much different is that you just saying, "Hey, I'm ready to get married," and then have him measure your finger for a ring? How much different is that than the shoulder shimmy and walk away and see if he's gonna ask you for your number?
Because they're already in a situation.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the next step. That's what I'm saying. Like, females, just like how females might be interested in somebody or interested in something, and they give a sign, and then the man, being a man, take the next step. It's the same thing. Like, if you're interested in a guy and you want to go on a date, you give off these vibes, and then the man steps up and say, "Okay, do you want to go on a date?" It's same thing, same vibes that you give off. Hey, like, I don't know if you're ready to get married. I'm ready to get married. And then that's when the man said, "Okay, well then let me step up. Let me, like."
I mean, yeah.
At the end of
That's
the
a good
day,
question.
it's like you pick a role. You see what I'm saying? Like, how like, is it normal for a female to pick that role to where I'm going to approach a dude, and then for a man to say, "Hey, you approach me, but now I'm going to ask you to marry me"? Like, you don't think that man will say, "Okay, well, since you took that step, then, I don't care if she proposed to me, or I don't care if she take out the trash, or I don't care if she,
I'm just, okay, so, that's a valid, good question, and it's valid. So my whole point was simply that you guys, or women, some of them, sit so far into these gender roles or in these masculine and feminine concepts that you guys will miss something that's good for you because you're waiting for something or someone to do something for you, which that's not even how we live life. We always have to get up and go and get and do the things but it's only when it comes to relationships where this is switched. And now it's like, we want everything in the world to go get for ourselves. We'll go get everything in the world for ourselves, but we won't go get someone who we desire. That's where I'm like,
my bad.
Oh no, go ahead. You good.
But you don't think that men miss out on things for not sitting in their natural role?
Sure. Somebody missed out on desire because he was playing games. So I mean, yes, that is a caveat of that. Yeah, you will miss out if you just chilling. But again, some men will do that, yes. But in a large majority of men, even though they may not like the playing field, they'll still play because we know we don't have another choice. If there was a place to go where the women were aggressive in a good way, and we didn't have to guess if the things we're doing are in vain or for nothing, then men would probably go. And I think they're called passport bros.
They're called what?
Passport rules.
I think they're called passport bros. Right? So we can see that a lot of this stuff is Western society. Really is all it is. Women out in other countries are getting the men from over here because they like what shit. I want them. So they going over there making themselves available, tapping dudes on the shoulder, doing whatever they're doing. And the men are going, oh, you know what? I'm going to treat you as such. Yes, you came to me, and because you did that, I'm going to take care of everything else. Sometime we have to kind of get out of our own head, right? Like, not every situation is the same, kind of like how Desire was saying. Not every woman is the same, and not every man is the same. But men are real simple. Again, a lot of us genuinely just want to know that we're not being screwed over for whatever little money we may have, right? It don't matter if we're rich or not. We just want to know if you messing with me the same way I'm messing with you, and if you went ahead and took that step to come and get to know me, I'm going to show you how much of a queen I think you are, because you didn't have to do that, right? Like, you don't have to do that. But if you did that, that guy is probably going to show you the world. It don't always have to be the other way around where, oh, he going to get big headed. He going to leave me because I didn't make him come get me. Because guess what? All of that could still be the same thing, and he could still come get your number. None of that changes because you decided to approach him. That man is going to always be the man he was going to be before you showed up. And if that's someone who you wanted, then why would you let him go past? Because you would ask me the same thing if a woman walked by and I said, hey, I should have talked to her. Why did I let her go past? Because if I approach her ego gonna get boosted. Oh, I might get rejected. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay for a couple. Yeah, all of that. But I'm not gonna not do it.
I think the bottom line is when it comes to dating and relationship, the biggest issue is pride and ego. That is the biggest issue. Women shouldn't approach, quote unquote, shouldn't approach men because of ego and pride. Men don't want to approach women because of ego and pride. Women not going to propose to men because of ego and pride. Men don't want women to because of ego and pride. And if people just humble themselves, we can get past all of this stuff. Because humility is a lost thing in the world in general. Because people can't see themselves lowering their ego, or they can't see themselves lower than who they feel like they should be, and I'm not saying make yourself look stupid or anything like that, but I'm saying sometimes you gotta be like, you know what, let me swallow my pride and say, hey, my name is Shanika, how you doing, nice to meet, and that's what I mean by approach or whatever. I'm not talking about, hey, you got a nice leg, how much money you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just going to, introduce yourself or whatever. Because the way the world is set up now or whatever, it's not the same as it used to be. It's not the same as it used to be. If it was the same, we should be able to say, we should be able to walk down the street and somebody say, hey, you're pretty. And give, now you're getting married. It doesn't work like that no more. Men got their guard up. Women got their guard up. Everybody got their guard up, and everybody remaining single, having situationships, having babies out of wedlock. They end up in my classroom, and I get all their information because now mom and dad is fighting, so the 5-year-old is telling me all their business or whatever. So I mean, like, the thing is, if we just humble ourselves and like put our ego to the side, we make this thing work.
And I want to say too, speaking of ego, I want to say to the women who will be watching this, wherever you are, if you approach a man, don't expect to shoot your shot. I mean, don't expect to get a 10 out of 10 every time, right? And what I mean by that is just because you went out of your way to approach him does not mean he needs to leave with your number. It does not mean that you need to leave with his number. It can be a simple, hey, bruh, I like the way you styled that. I like your haircut. As a matter of fact, I am interested in you. And it's okay for him to be like, hey, you know what? I just felt like that was a friendly conversation, right? I don't have to get every woman's number that approaches me at all. Like, it's okay to go and pay someone a compliment. The same way it's okay for me to approach a woman and say, hey, you know what? Yes, I approach you, but that also don't mean that I want you like that, right? Like, if a man is approaching you, it don't always mean that he wants you. Because there have been times where I've approached a woman to tell her, hey, your fly is open or you dropped something. And then it's like, she ain't even trying to hear me. I'm like, bro, I'm standing right on the, looking at the side of your face, telling you, hey, you, and she don't want to approach. I mean, she don't even want to hear me because she think I'm trying to get at her, which is one of the reasons why men stop approaching anyway. But all I'm saying is, just because you approach somebody don't mean that you need to get, or they need to give you the information. It's okay to approach and just be like, yo, I just wanted to tell you that. That's it.
I think my logic came from bad experience, period, point blank. And of course, like you said, gender roles, you know what I'm saying? That's what we hear. It's like the normal. But that really did something to me when, you know, I know that was my first time, like with everything in life for real. I was a teenager. So that was like traumatizing for me to ask a guy something, then he turned around and treat me like BS. I mean, like some off the bottom of his shoe, you know, and I had 2 kids by him. So that right there really traumatized me to a point like I'm not approaching nobody. I learned my lesson, you know. I wouldn't want to get in that situation again. So I'd rather wait on somebody to approach me so I can know that they like me for sure. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because everybody ain't gonna tell you. Just like you said, you might accept that person's number or whatever, but that don't mean that person might like you. They might got their eye on somebody else, or you know, they may like you only to a certain extent. They may only want to get in your drawers or whatever. But I'm just saying they may don't see what I don't think he's seen what I seen during the time, and I'm young, you know.
Yeah.
So that right there definitely did something to me. Now, have I probably flirt or did, you know what I'm saying, something like that? But as far as me coming on strong and being like, you know, I want you, can I get your number? Or, you know what I'm saying, I kind of like you, this and that.
Feels weird, huh? Even saying it feels weird, huh?
Yeah, it really do. I did it a long time ago, and I don't think I did it since. Not like in that route. Now you may have somebody that you go in between, like if you have a sister or a friend or whatever, and they kind of know that person. You know what I'm saying? They kind of pass the word or something in a way. But me being flat out, Now, when y'all mentioned about the marriage, I mean, proposing, when we was talking about that, now, I as a woman, I don't see that right to propose to a man, but to certain extent, like you said, what if a man, you know, just never approached you yet? Y'all been in a relationship for so long. Like even with my first marriage, we just kind of talked up on it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no one way or 2-way thing. I don't really remember how it came about, but we both mentioned it. I think I was like, yeah, I've been down for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the man I'm with now, we mentioned marriage. I don't think marriage is the biggest key to life because, like I said, I've been married before.
Yeah.
I'm more happier now not being married than I was in my previous marriage. I feel like I'm more successful now than I was in my previous marriage. My name is on more things than I was in my previous marriage. So, you know, even if I'm not married, I'm taken care of. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it may come to that point where I'm gonna be like, hey, you know, I want my son to see his mama married. You know what I'm saying? And because I want him to do the same thing when he get older, when he finds a wife or whatever. And it's certain things that you need to establish within marriage, but at the same time, it's just a marriage is a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper to me.
All right.
Yeah. And I may approach him one day. I ain't gonna get on my knee, but I'm gonna talk. So you know what? I think it's time you need to get yourself together. And it's some things I need to get myself together. And we need to go on, you know what I'm saying? Make sure this night is tied. We ain't gonna wait forever.
Yeah. Communication is really that. It's just communication.
Thanks. Now, thank you guys for jumping on. And I'm hoping that y'all will do the same thing next week and the week after. I hope y'all just stick with me, basically, because y'all been a good team. I love your energy, but I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Right. I'm doing that
I
too.
mean, I rock with y'all, man. If y'all want to stay and keep having the conversation, fine by me. But if not, it's cool.
Nice, all good. It's early for me. It's 7:35 in California, so
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
What time
I
is it
got-
like, over there?
I
Business
gotta
school?
teach Sunday school in the morning, so I gotta go to.
Okay. All right. Any last words, guys?
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me on, Arturo. You hit me up anytime you need to laugh.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, like I know you got a podcast too, right?
I need to bring it back. I had one, but I need to bring it back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you need to, man, because I enjoyed you guys, especially y'all going at it. I rock with it. So anybody?
All right. Well, shit, man. I appreciate y'all, and Andy, thank you too for imparting that information on me, man. Being a married man, I appreciate that perspective.
Oh yeah, man. Thank y'all for having me as well, man. Anytime. You know, I'm learning and taking as much in as I possibly can as well. It's all comes full circle.
If y'all got any businesses that y'all want to promote, just let me know right now. Well, let the stream know.
Okay.
Me per-
No.
Oh, go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who go ahead?
Business coach, you.
Oh, okay. Well, I have multiple. I've been doing multiple business. Started since 2020. Started making handmade products, skincare, sea moss line. I'm a health coach. You know, I lost almost 100 pounds within 11 months, all natural. Right now, I'm plant based. But that was my first business, and I started to move on to multiple. You know, I learned different streams of. You know, trying to learn different streams of income, and I like to teach other people. You know, so I do a lot of things. It's not just one thing I do, and I have my fiance. That what makes us collaborate because he was a business owner way before I was a business owner, and I think that's one thing that kind of keep us together. So when it come down to business or health coach or whatever, natural, holistic, that's me. I'm
She also
Keisha.
have a full following too. She have a very big following. So I'm gonna send y'all like the link that she have, like her group page and everything. So
Yeah.
so she's pretty dope. So I mean, anybody else?
Y'all ain't got no business.
Yeah, I thought D was gonna talk about the book, but
Oh yeah, y'all check out our kids got a book on Amazon. It's called Juicebox Jones Back to School. It's on sale right now. We got a couple more in the making, but there's one out there right now. If y'all interested, if y'all got little ones or whatever, it's basically for all ages, but mainly for like little ones. Well, I would say ages like 5 to like 13.
I enjoy it.
And adults can learn from it too. But yeah, it's really good. It's on Amazon right now. Juicebox Jones Back to School.
Thanks. And I'm gonna put that on the link on the bottom of the YouTube page too and all that. So
Cool.
anybody else?
also yes, in 2026, Unique for Christ Productions presents to you When Sunday Comes. We are almost, our whole cast is ready to go. I'm waiting for a yes from somebody who's on the screen, but I'm not gonna call them out. But yes, it is a stage play, 2026. I'm excited about it. We ready to go. I'm gonna have a few books on Amazon. If you look up my name, Desire Jackson,
Okay.
the whole list of books will pop up. It's a nice amount of them. It is faith based. When Sunday Comes, 2026, I'll tag Arturo when I put all the promos out. I'll tag Arturo so y'all can see the promos, or you can add me on Facebook as well.
I'm also gonna put it in the link too. So
Okay.
what about you, logical gentleman? A local local G, whatever.
Local G. I ain't got shit, man. I don't do nothing. Nah, but so I don't have a business as of yet. But soon I will be starting my own. I need my licensure to start my own insurance agency. So I'll be doing that soon. I actually work in insurance by day, but not Nothing as of yet, but if you want, whoever's watching, y'all can follow me on, I think, every social media platform I think I have. And the name is Logical Gentleman on damn near all of them. So if you like the stupid stuff I have to say, then please follow along and I'll be back. Yeah.
I feel it.
And I'm single.
Okay.
And you can propose to me too. I'll give you that blessing. How about that?
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all.
Y'all, good night.
Good night.